This is Wednesday, and you know what that means. AEWTF.
What does that mean?
And how many people on the roster do the Destroyer?
Yeah, I mean, somebody's got to put over the PWG library.
I just think that people got fooled by the blood and girls bleeding.
Oh, man, those guys are awesome.
Hello and welcome to AEWTF, and you know what that means. We'll be talking about Fyter Fest Night 1 from 7/14/21, which would have been my 14-year anniversary. So that's weird.
I don't think they planned it that way, but
what?
Maybe.
No, I'm pretty sure it's like a celebration.
Was this like Tony Khan's
going away party?
He's been playing the long game.
Yeah, it's a real long game. So we have a live crowd. That's exciting, and we're outside of Austin, Texas, but not in Austin, Texas. They clarify a few times, which is weird because WWE
Yeah, I was gonna say I think the reason why they're so specific about that is because Vince has this weird thing where he needs to be the big town. He can't say that they're in the little town right next to it.
Yeah, if they're anywhere within like 500 miles of New York, they're in New York City.
Yeah, so while we're still in like the very beginning, before we get to a match, I really, really dig that their intro changes and evolves like almost weekly.
Yeah, WWE used to do that before they were lazy. Before they got lazy.
Did they?
Yeah, they used to evolve it.
Not weekly like that. Like literally, there are clips from like last week. That were
okay, not that much.
AEW changes week to week.
It's like
they also always change it every time a champion changes because they want to have the current champions in there.
Yeah, I noticed that this week. It stood out to me for some reason. I think because it was they had the clip of Sammy diving out onto MJF.
Well,
yeah, I just thought that was a cool touch they do.
That is cool. And so this is, I mean, I don't know if it's a super hot crowd or just I haven't seen a crowd in forever that it's a super hot crowd no matter what. But we open up with Moxley versus Carl Anderson. And
dude, when they announced the first match is the IWGP United States title match, the crowd fucking lost it for just the announcing of that.
Yeah, they could not have picked a better match to open the show with.
Wow. So I'm going to go ahead and say this at the beginning of the show. I think
Moxley looks terrible.
He does.
Is that what you were going to say?
I mean, that's part. I mean, I was going to say that in the match part.
Dude, you guys watch Impractical Jokers? Because I think that's the look Mox is going for. The one punishment where they made Murr put cups around his nipples and not shave that area.
I haven't, but
I've never watched it, but I mean, it sounds funny.
Omega, you know, Impractical Jokers, you know when JD pitched that reality show to us?
Yes.
That was our time spot. You know that, right? That's the show that got our spot.
Well, I didn't know it got that far, but they picked the right crew. They made the right choice.
They wanted like a show with four dudes just like dicking around, and we were in the running. But
the thing is, they should have done two shows. You could have had that be the lead-in for us, or vice versa.
Yeah, but yeah, we didn't get that. And like, the pay was something. I mean, it wasn't as crazy as I thought it would be. I think it was $5,000 an episode. Was what they were
say.
Because I thought 12 episodes were gonna make 60, if I remember right.
I thought it was 12.
I don't remember.
Who
but anyway,
was the fourth guy?
It was us and JD and Jugs.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing against Jugs, but like.
But at that time, it was easy to get all four of us booked on the same show because that was the idea of the show. We travel around, and it's like a road trip to the show, us behind the scenes at the show, that kind of shit.
Yeah, they had like
I would have hated that.
There was like, well, it was all gimmicked. We were supposed to argue with the promoter about money. I was supposed to play the family guy. Like we all had like characters, you know what I mean?
I mean, Jugs did threaten a promoter in Boston once at night point. So
yeah, that was not staged.
Yeah.
He also threatened a promoter in Nitro, West Virginia once at night point. I mean,
the best characters are extensions of yourself. So.
And your knife.
I'll get us back on track.
So what were you gonna say? What were you gonna slanderously say about this?
Oh yeah, I was gonna slanderously say watching the show live, I think brings it down for me.
How dare you?
Because the commercials I can't fast forward. Just like I gotta wait this out. Like, and I get annoyed. So I think that's why.
That's when you go on your phone and look up what other people are saying.
Yeah, or you just switch to something else for a few minutes.
Yeah, I didn't, and I suffered through the whole thing.
We
So.
can give you other options to fix this very
You
easily.
can also
Easily
DVR it and
fixable.
just start it 30 minutes late, and then you're good
That's
to
what
go.
I needed to do, but I was just like, I'm home. I'm sitting there. I was like, oh, AEW's on tonight. I was like, actually, it's on in like 3 minutes. I was like, I'll just go ahead and turn it on now.
I actually pay more attention when it's live. If I try
I
to
do
watch
too.
it later, I will fucking skip things. Like the second I lose interest, I'm out.
If I have the option to fast forward, there's a good deal that I'm just going to skip over.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And
I'll
it's not because
play
I
on my
necessarily
phone.
hate it.
I'll play on my phone and be like, wait, they just sounded like something good happened. Now I have to rewind part of the match just to see what
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah, I could not have the option of fast forwarding because I'm probably not going to watch any of your show.
So we're just all admitting that we don't watch the show that we talk about every week.
No, I watch it live every week.
I now watch it live every week.
Oh, I just we're not at that match yet. I'll talk about it when we get there. But so
That explains why you never know the match order.
yeah, that's true. So I'm going to say this, and everyone's going to disagree with me. So I'll go ahead and just say it, and then you guys can disagree with me. I hated this match.
All right, I disagree.
Can
with
you back that up with some factual statements?
It's sloppy. It's so I get the no selling, like the Japanese drop on your head or whatever. But like Moxley no sold everything Carl Anderson did. That Owen driver 97, he got right up, like he's 1-2 kicks out. They're like, oh, so close. And then he gets up to go to the ropes, and Mox is right back up. And he did it with something else too. And I was the TKO. Crossing hit the TKO, and Mox just like, I mean, they're selling it, so it's not the Japanese no selling, but he's selling it for like 4 seconds and then getting up.
So
See, I remember the Owen driver a little different because to me it was like 30 seconds to a minute before they went to the next thing because I was real tense.
Nope.
It looked like it got dropped pretty fucking.
Yeah, because he almost stumbled and
Slobbled.
fell out of the ring.
yeah,
Just
he
kinda
goes
had
for as soon as Moxley kicks out. Afterwards, he's already back up.
Yep.
I will. So the Owen driver scared the shit out of me because
Yeah.
I thought he was fucked.
The way that Anderson like tripped in his way going into it, like he couldn't get both legs completely extended.
Yeah.
I was actually happy that Mox no sold it kind of.
He's like, he's alive.
I was like, all right, good. I'll give you both of those points.
Also,
that's valid criticism.
Eddie Kingston used a pipe on Doc Gallows, and apparently he didn't know because he sold it just like he got clubbed in the back. Just like
Right.
stumbled. And
Well, I
kept
think
on
that's
going.
because Gallows sucks.
Yeah, he does.
Right.
I
did-
Just got a
I
jacked back, and he really didn't feel it.
I did think that there was a lot of real awkward standing around right at the beginning of the match.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were just kind of looking like, I don't know if it was they were supposed to be waiting for the crowd to get to a certain point before they locked up or went for whatever it was, but it just after the bell rang, they just kind of stood there, not even really circling each other. But after that,
Well,
it
they
had some-
No, Moxley jumped Anderson.
they
right
hot
from the get-go.
start. Yeah, they hot start and then they cool back down and then
but,
circle.
right, but then they just kind of stood there like
Yeah, it was weird.
I mean, I think it as they were deliberately working a little bit different to make it more like a New Japan match. I think they were trying to sell like intensity and anger and all these other emotions that you wouldn't normally get from a one-off match in AEW.
I didn't get that at all from. I mean, I might not like New Japan. I don't really watch New Japan. Not
Sinner.
But I did not like this match at all. I just didn't. I thought it was a little bit sloppy. Obviously, like the drop on the head, but some of the like other stuff, the clothesline ducks were sloppy. He had to raise his arm above his head because he didn't get under it enough. And then I just thought that no one sold, especially Moxley. Moxley didn't. If I was Carl Anderson and Moxley sold all that shit, I'd be like, what the fuck, man? Like, come on. Like, I just hit all my finishers on you, and you were down, like kicked out, and then just got right back to your feet.
I do know what you're saying when it comes to like the forearm exchanges, but like I said, I thought that was a deliberate choice to not sell those.
The forearm exchange didn't bother me as much as some of the other stuff, but
yeah. So like I get what you're saying. I thought though for Carl Anderson, like
Carl Anderson aside,
well, so like Moxley, I thought Moxley kind of stayed consistent mostly in the way he sells for almost all matches. Like he sold more for Kenny in the exploding barbed wire match, But other than that, he typically doesn't like really sell offense like crazy. Like he's always kind of like the tough bastard that you can't keep down. But I wouldn't have stayed down too long for the fucking Ace Crusher either from Carwin. Like, I don't know why he kept teasing it. No one knows what your finisher is, dude. You've been a jobber for 5 or 6 years now.
He did win the last match he was in AEW with a top rope neck breaker, diving neck breaker thing. So I figured that was his finish.
Oh yeah, that's right. They tried to build
was
him up.
Was he in another singles match before this?
No, it was the 6-man tag. It was him and Gallows. I think Kenny versus whoever.
Like, I thought this was a good showing for Carl Anderson, though. I think he would do very well to stay working singles from here on out. Like,
Gallows.
Well,
Gallows just drags him down so bad.
Well, and I thought that part of his selling is probably because he's used to being in the tag team as the smaller guy. So he's normally the guy that has to go and make the hot tag to get the big guy in. And so he's like, every time you hit me, I'm just going to fall down because eventually I'm going to tag out and then I'll come back in later and be able to get my stuff. But, yeah, overall, I enjoyed the match. At one point, JR, I believe, called Moxley the blue-eyed brute.
Yeah, he usually calls him what? The blue-eyed battler?
Oh, maybe that's what he said. I wrote blue-eyed brute, and I was just like, this is weird.
No, he always calls him the blue-eyed battler.
So I disagree with Tim a little bit, but from a little different perspective, I'm not the most over on most Moxley matches. Like, I like his character, I like his aura, but his work kind of bores me sometimes. And I thought this was one of the better Mox matches he's had in AEW.
Wow.
I will say, speaking of JR, Spine on the Pine needs to fucking go away.
Yes. And that's Spine must look like
a legitimate thing. It's your back is landing on.
I don't care. It's
all right, fair enough.
It's so fucking annoying. Spine on the Pine.
And that
Shut
was a
the
terrible
fuck up,
spine
JR.
buster. He got him like a foot off the ground. Like his butt was a foot off the ground when he
Well,
took the spine
Mox,
buster.
you know, he might have sandbagged a little bit. It looks
Well,
like
Carl Anderson said, the last time we fought, you didn't weigh this much, so I didn't think I was going to have to put so much effort in.
yeah, it does look
Bending
like
around.
Mox put on a little bit of the sympathy weight.
That weird shaggy chest hair really weighs him down.
He needs to either shave his head completely or grow some hair, like more hair back.
I can hear you.
Oh.
Well, I'm glad that you're picking up what I'm laying down.
Well, what's funny is I was watching with someone else who doesn't watch wrestling, and I said when he came back to wrestling before, people were tagging me in his picture and said I look like him.
And it was a compliment.
Yeah, I look like him or whatever. And she's like, he's like an out of shape you. And I was like, thank you. But
well, when he came back, like, I think it was a compliment that people were tagging you. Like, the dude was jacked when he came back.
Yeah.
When he came back in WWE, yeah, he was fucking super jacked. For that
If they were tagging you now, it would be
I should be annoyed.
Rude.
Yeah, but like Matt Connard and two different people tagged me in this, and someone just sent it to me. It was like, did you it was that Jacob, the guy who helps sell supplements from up in Marietta who moved now. But anyway, he was like, did you get in the WWE? It's like, no, but he does look like me.
Overall, I liked the match. I thought it was nice and stiff.
That's what she said.
I love the forearm exchange.
That's what she said.
There were shots that Anderson were throwing in that just, I mean, Anderson's looked more like, I do wish both of those guys would have sold those forearms a little bit more, because they just looked like they legit hurt, but there was like no selling for them. So
what's funny is the forearm sell, I didn't mind at all.
I mean, I didn't hate it, but I was just like, God damn, guys, like, if you're legit going to hit each other, like, at least get some reward out of it.
The best compliment I think give this match is so it went 15 minutes, but it flew by and it felt like it was only 5 to me.
Oh wow, I would have.
Oh yeah,
7.
Yeah, I would never have guessed it was that long.
That's what she said. Great.
Oh, I know.
Now I'm going to be doing that all podcasts, and Omega's going to be the only one who laughs.
I'll quit this fucking podcast.
Listen, I'm
not even joking.
You need 75% approval to be able to quit.
I'll do it again.
But anyway, so yeah, okay, some disagreement, but so we get Lance Archer backstage with Jake. You guys are wrong. Moving on. Lance Archer is backstage with Jake Roberts. They're going to have a Texas death match for the IWGP belt on night 2. It seems kind of like shoehorned in.
Well, because that was the match they had in New Japan, right?
That's who Mox won the title from. They're trying to. I think what they're trying to do is keep Mox important by letting him defend this other title.
Yeah, I get defending the title, but Texas death match seems out of nowhere.
Well, it's because they're in Texas.
That's one reason, and that's the type of match that he won the belt in. They did a Texas death match.
Yeah, but see, like, if I'm just an AEW fan, I don't know that.
They said
Archer said it in the promo.
I know that, but like, I never saw that. That's no history to me. Like, just because they wrestled in a different country 5 years ago.
I watched it for all of us. He said, "You won it from me on January 4th, and if you're a wrestling fan, you know that means Wrestle Kingdom."
That's true.
I didn't know that.
Holy
shit! I do have to say real quick, you being the guy that criticizing a random gimmick match is hilarious.
It's hilarious.
There weren't enough sledgehammers for him in this promo.
You've made your debut in wrestling promotions with like last man standing matches.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah.
At 304 Wrestling, I wrestled Matt Cross in Last Man Standing, and he comes in and he's like, "Is that like your thing here?" I was like, "It's my first time here, man." He's like, "What?"
Was that in the NWO ring or just the regular one?
The regular one. NWO hadn't debuted yet,
Oh
which I got canceled because I called the WWE.
Because I canceled it. That was a great thing you did. That's so funny.
Yes, you saved the Indians.
So this, I'll just go ahead. Like, I know we're gonna get to it a little bit, but so when I saw the Archer promo for this match, I was just like, I don't give a shit. Like, I just hope I hope the match is good, but I don't give a fuck about it. But then when Moxley's promo came around, his energy and like his intensity, I was like, all right, I'm listening.
Here's why I didn't like it. It's when Moxley was the AEW champion, he had a gimmick match with Archer and just kind of disposed of him pretty quickly. This seems like a retread to me.
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
I don't remember if it was a Texas death match, but I really want to say it was.
Weird.
Because I think they were playing off the IWGP stuff even for that.
If they're doing a best of 3 Texas death match, Mox has already won the straight 2.
Yeah, he's already won the straight.
Yeah. I also, real quick note about like these Archer promos and stuff. I don't know if they told Jake Roberts that this story, like this, the new gimmick is one thing, and they told Lance Archer something different. But Jake Roberts is acting like Lance Archer is this uncontrollable monster that like can't be contained, and he's going crazy all the time. And Archer's always pretty chilled. Like, he's just kind of like, look, man, like Moxley, we beat the shit out of each other. We're going to do it again tomorrow or next week. And Jake Roberts is like, I just can't control you. It's been going on for weeks, and it's super weird.
Maybe the angle is Jake is delusional old man.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's again, the best characters are extensions of themselves.
All right.
Well, anyway, back from the break, we get Andrade El Idolo is looking for Death Triangle, and he has an iPad to let us know that.
He said,
Did anyone tell me
this?
handed him the iPad yet?
No.
Was it not his person?
The guy with the lint roller.
Whatever that guy is?
Yeah, does anyone know a name, even a position, title, any of that for that guy?
Nope.
No, but I do know that AEW is apparently sticking with some sort of weird. If you're Latin or if you're Latino, you can talk to other Latinos and no one else, because they just surrounded Andrade with all. They're like, our Latino backstage announcers back there.
Yeah, and he's in gimmick as like the Penta manager, fucking jerk off.
Yeah. So, yeah, I didn't even realize that. You're right. He's Penta's guy,
and he's looking for Penta.
I was kind of right though that I did wonder if they were trying to like tease something with Andrade and Penta when they had Andrade use the arm breaker. It seems like that may be happening.
That may be where they're going, but that was such a small tease that I bet it doesn't even get referenced.
I mean, a small tease. We're talking about building a match off a Japanese match that happened years ago, and I don't even know
Yeah,
about.
but they're explicitly saying those words. Nobody said anything about, hey, that looks like Penta's arm breaker thing.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I did. So
yeah,
I mean, on the show, when you're on the
Well,
show.
if they would
When you say
fucking
it.
put me on the show, like I keep asking,
Uh-huh.
I need to be nicer to Cody. This episode, I want to say a lot of nice things about Cody.
That match should be good though.
Which match?
Cody's match? Yes. Cody's match
No.
great.
Andrade versus
Andrade versus any of the three, but the one I'd like to see him face the most is Pac, actually.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah, that'd be really good. Speaking of jacked guys, next we get Ricky Starks and Brian Cage, and
Ricky Starks comes out to like the most surprising pop I think I've seen in a long time.
I was reading something where they were talking about how this was kind of a bad move just because apparently like this area is where Ricky Starks came up.
Yeah, Austin.
Yeah, like around so
Austin adjacent.
Austin.
So he's super over in that area. So this was probably not the greatest place to do it, but whatever.
What are you talking about? The crowd elevated this match from something that was really solid to something
I don't mean like I just
You
mean
mean
like
the face and heel stuff?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that matters in this because there's a whole bunch of swerve bullshit anyways with the
Right.
Team
And
Taz.
technically, it was a heel versus heel match to begin with.
Right.
Yeah, but with one guy obviously supposed to be the face and one guy obviously supposed to be the heel. So
Right. Yeah,
not exactly two heels in there.
Cage was definitely the face because he's like, FTW stands for fuck the wife. In his promo, which is weird.
I don't know. I want to cheer that when Stark said that. I'm like, that guy sounds pretty cool.
He said what?
He said in his promo the week before that he's for one night only. FTW's not going to stand for World anymore. It's going to be your wife.
Why?
They showed from Dark on last week's episode.
We talked about it. You were there.
Was I?
I mean, in body.
I'm the one whose gimmick is not remembering what we talked about the week before.
I think
I thought
this that gimmick, except for Draven. Draven always remembers.
It's the concussions that give me extra memory power.
That's not how concussions work at all.
That's how they work. I'm telling you.
It goes it works like this, Cash.
Yeah.
For this being the first time I've ever seen Starks work, he was pretty good.
You didn't watch the match where Hangman broke his neck with the German?
Yeah, you did. You
I'm
were
saying
also
that's my
on that
gimmick.
podcast.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Whoosh. My short head.
I really, really like this match except for the finish. So yeah,
Same.
What didn't you like about the finish? I'm hot about this because
it was.
I thought it was the perfect finish.
100-pound man, spirit of 250-pound man.
Okay,
A dude that just got knocked the fuck out with the title belt.
You asked me
Yeah.
a question. Let me answer you.
No.
Me and Jason want the crosstalk.
It was fucking stupid. If Hobbs takes the belt from Ricky Starks and then Ricky Starks turns around and eats the finish like he did, what if he hadn't kicked out? What were we going to do? Wait till next week and try to fuck Brian Cage over again?
What finish did he eat, though? I think he just took a move.
He took
Now
the
he put him in
F5.
The F5.
Yeah, that's just a move from him. He gave one to fucking Adam Page off the top rope and he kicked out.
Okay, well, still, in like kayfabe, wrestling moves are supposed to beat people. Just because
Just
it's not,
finish it, man.
like, this didn't make any sense. What?
I'm not as hard on the finish as Cash is. I thought it was okay.
You said
I thought it
hard
was
on.
fucking stupid. Like, it almost ruined the match for me because I enjoyed. Well, the beginning was very sloppy, and then like the whole middle was great. And then I just fucking hated that finish. I thought it was just dumb as shit.
I have a feeling that my rating at the end of the night is going to be quite different than everyone else's.
That's what we call foreshadowing. Kids.
At one point, they're fighting on the floor, and he shoots Ricky Starks in the post, but he does the sweet as fuck, smooth
That
little
was really good.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
rebound clothesline.
That was really good.
But I really truly liked the finish. Everyone knew that Hobbs and Hook. How could I forget Hook? He's the star of the group. We're gonna align with Ricky Starks anyways. But the title shot into a spear in front of that crowd with that pop, that was the perfect finish at the perfect time.
Okay, but if you're booking a show and you want Ricky Starks to be your heel, like you don't want the crowd to pop for that when you're trying to push.
Yeah,
Brian
why don't you
Cage.
get in the time machine, brother? Get in the time machine.
Okay.
1998 to the people
So-
booking the Rock.
When Hobbs takes the belt from Starks, like he's going to be on Cage's side, was Cage in a place where he could see him take the belt?
You're asking questions.
Do you
no
understand
one
the question? Because if not, who are they swerving? Just the audience?
No, okay.
Because if Cage
Okay,
didn't
when I
see
went
him,
back and watched this today, Brian Cage, his back is turned.
yeah. So if he doesn't even see him take the belt from him, then like
Who
They're
they're
that's
working?
going to give him a false sense of, oh, they're on my side, or they're playing
won't-
fair. That was just for the audience.
Probably.
I won't say this as a fact because I don't remember it photogenically, but couldn't it have been them swerving the ref? Like, see, we're not on his side. We're not going to help him. You go back him into the corner, so the ref wasn't paying attention to shit.
I really don't have a problem with them swerving the crowd.
I mean,
isn't that what we do?
that's possible. I was just wondering. This is literally the least amount of notes I've ever taken on a show.
Jesus.
So I'm relying on everyone else who kept saying, well, I'm going to watch it again, and him saying, I'm watching it right now.
Well, then Hobbs and Hook almost fuck up the finish because Hobbs, they both miss their cue, or they're just Hobbs is early or Hook is late, one of the two. But like Hobbs goes to jump up on the apron while the ref is still clearly looking at him. So then he jumps back down, and then Hook is like, "Oh yeah, hey guy, ref here." So like he kind of teases or he gives away the swerve right there.
Oh, I didn't catch it.
I didn't see that either. You are watching these with like the level of focus that I don't think I even possess as a human being.
Right.
Step your shit up, Draven.
It's the concussions again. What
Brother.
does I blame that?
Swerved weird
I think-
things or not, I enjoyed the match.
I
did
think I
too.
blame this one on the eye.
Yeah, I thought like at the beginning though, does Brian Cage always have really terrible punches, or was just
No, he
Yes.
always does. Yeah,
does he? This is the
Yeah.
first time I've noticed him. I was like, oh god, those are very bad.
yeah, they're bad.
His
And I
arms
don't
are so
know,
heavy though because he's so jacked.
Yeah,
Maybe
but look
that's
at
what
him.
it
That's what I was about
is.
to say. Look at him.
like he shouldn't even be throwing punches because he should kind of knock a guy's head off his shoulders if he hits you. As
He's
big
used to dressing up like Wolverine, so he's used to having like claws that are 12 inches longer than his head.
right. Yeah, but I mean, when you're built like the Incredible Hulk, don't punch a guy in the face if you don't want him to completely lay down and sell for that.
True.
I'm going to go back to 1998. Sorry. Fuck wrestling and fuck psychology.
Okay, Jim Cornette, calm down.
And another thing about
Oh no, is Cash gonna go open an
Where are the
MMA school?
Where are the ring rats?
who's going to fuck my wife?
He on the newest podcast, he literally said AEW wrestlers can't draw pussy for shit.
Okay, Jungle Boy proves that wrong. Right there.
Yeah.
Like, dude, fuck Jim Cornette so much.
He's talking about the girls in the crowd. He's like, there's no women in the crowd.
There's more women in AEW crowds now than have been in WWE for 20 years, but I don't know if that's what he's talking about. Is he only talking about like Middle Tennessee Rock and Roll Express shows?
I have no idea. I'm just.
Does he mean like the old school?
You are the
like,
Cornette Whisperer. You tell us.
like the old school early '90s WCW shows, or like maybe late '80s even. They'd always have incredibly attractive, well-dressed women in the front row. Like they just happen to buy tickets and be there.
Yeah,
Like,
Bischoff has said on his podcast that those are paid extras.
Oh, I know, but I mean, in the '90s, they didn't say, "Hey, look at these people we paid to be here." They were like, "Oh, look, everybody's out here enjoying the show."
Well, speaking of enjoying the show, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah,
is
my boy.
Upset.
Probably
I don't know if
the
you
best thing going in wrestling.
tell how disingenuous this is coming off.
What?
So Cody comes out very angry about
Very
Malachi Black.
white suit that he's wearing.
And didn't they
Oh,
call
yeah.
him Aleister Black once? Excalibur or
I think
Jim Ross?
Excalibur called him every name he's ever heard in his life.
He named
They're-
30 names.
Yeah, they're still not sure what they're doing about that. So they're like, so Tommy,
Well, I
Aleister
think
Black.
legitimately what they're doing is like he's possessed and he's really this person, but when he's possessed, it's this person.
Ugh.
No. I don't like that.
Yeah, I agree with Jason
Just
now.
no.
I'm
I do
alright
like
with that.
Cody's all white suit with his matching his tie being gold and matching his hair color. That's
Well, yeah,
fantastic.
Malachi Black's going to be all black, so he needs to be all white. It's good versus evil.
Did you guys
Well,
get the symbolism? Good is white and evil is black.
Right. Well, I made the note when he was. I made the note when he was still up trying to talk through the headset, and I was like, I like that outfit. And then once Malachi showed up, I was like, oh, I get what's happening here. But still,
I do think his little promo at the desk was fire. Like I like when a performer has that kind of fucking fire behind what they're saying.
I agree.
Yeah, I legit. This isn't the part of the gimmick I was talking about earlier about Cody. I did legitimately enjoy this. I thought his promo was really good. I like that they had somebody, like I like that they had him come out and like interrupt the show, and like apologize for interrupting like before he even got started. I thought that was a good babyface touch.
Here's the biggest problem: is why did Malachi Black let a guy kill a horse and just watch him? He should have said something.
Like, he didn't tell you that part. It's just a video game. So when he's talking on the monitor, and Cody's like, "Why don't you say that to my face?" and the lights go out, and he's like, "All right, I will." That was one of the fucking best little moments of the whole show.
I actually did love that. I gave me like an Attitude Era vibe. I loved it.
Yep.
I really like that, but I did not like the audio on his promo.
yeah.
It was very weird. It was kind of low at points. Kind of, I don't know why, but it was kind of hard.
Oh, I know why. AEW production.
Hey, go back and watch SmackDown from tonight before you're gonna riff on that. Fucking terrible.
I don't hate myself that much.
I hope you would say that, and the lights go out. Like, yeah, that was a very fucking cool moment.
So I'm reading results because I can't keep track of things.
And I need I need Tommy End, Aleister Black, whatever. I need his sunglasses. So if anybody knows what those are, I need the link.
I would like the meat from his dead horse.
I'll send you some horse meat, okay?
Yeah.
It's high in protein, low in fat. But so here's a weird note in the results. They're talking about the breakup, and they're like, then the two men brawl out before the officials, and then they put in parentheses, including Jerry Lynn, come to break it up. Like, why was that?
I think it's because when Jerry Lynn ran out, he just like
Stood in the middle.
He loses his like excitement for the thing immediately upon getting in the ring, and he just kind of stands there and looks at Malachi Black like, "All right, bud, just calm down." Like he doesn't try to hold him back. Like if you go back and watch it, he just immediately quits caring.
Yeah, he just stands in the middle.
Here I come with my fun crushing nature. Could it be he had really life-threatening neck surgery and he shouldn't be involved in a physical altercation? And
Then don't run to the ring when two dudes
Don't run to the ring.
Well, I think they wanted all the agents and all the refs to go out there to make it like a bigger production. And once he gets out there, he's like, wait, I shouldn't do this. Oh, wait, I shouldn't do this.
Hey, if they're willing to sacrifice him, then I mean,
let's kill Jerry Lynn. Is that what we're saying?
Jerry.
Jerry.
Maybe
He
after
is the coolest dude ever.
after Dean Malenko got beat up on air, maybe we're supposed to think, hey, there's possibility they're going to go after this guy with his neck problem too.
Yeah, if Dean Malenko took a punch, Arn Anderson took a kick. Can we get Jerry?
Can we get Jerry Lynn versus Dean Malenko?
Oh God, that would just make all of us cry. I think.
I'll Google and find out when Mr. JL versus Dean Malenko was.
Oh,
such a clever name.
Then next we get a promo I can't stand for one reason and one reason only.
Real quick, I'm sorry. You can watch Dean Malenko versus Jerry Lynn from the December 12th, 1995 Nitro.
That sounds
Are you shilling for Peacock right now?
You can also watch it from the October 5th, 1996 WCW Saturday Night.
Somebody cut his mic.
There's about 20. There's about 27 of them. So
yeah, I'll take all those.
Yeah.
But Ortiz and Santana accost Tully Blanchard backstage, and then they hit him with a fake crowbar. So we're showing that we have fake weapons.
They
No,
didn't hit him.
They tapped him. They tapped him with a fake crowbar. That was fucking stupid.
Wait, could you tell it was fake?
Not till they hit.
They didn't.
Well, not
They
until
didn't
he
hit
said
him. They pretended like they were going to hit him
Yeah, but why?
to like scare him.
Because their faces are not supposed to use a deadly weapon to murder an old man.
Right. Then they shouldn't have done. They shouldn't have jumped him like they were
The
going
whole
to beat him.
point of the segment is we're better than you. We're not going to beat the
Yeah.
shit out of an old man. That was the
Right,
point of
but-
the segment.
If they wouldn't have included a fake weapon, I would have been
I don't-
fine with it.
All right, so just pretend it was a real tire iron.
Yeah.
Does that make the segment better to you?
Yes, it does.
Then it was a real tire iron.
That it was real.
Then why are we trying to make the segment better for me? Aren't we supposed to be reviewing what we see?
It wasn't a problem for me. I get it.
Well, wait. So when they tap him, does like the crowbar bend around him, or like is it?
No, they go,
obviously
"Ha,
fake?
this one's fake," but next time it won't be, and they throw it down at his feet.
Right, they said it.
Oh,
Right.
I thought they said something about next time we'll like actually hit you. Like I thought they were. I didn't realize they said this. It was fake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
No,
they
they,
said it was
did,
fake.
they
Yeah,
did say the
different
word
way.
fake.
Then
But
I
then-
am on Tim's side on this.
So
How
here's the
dare
problem.
you? How dare you?
Here's the problem. Now, if they ever use a tire iron, we know they have a really realistic fake-looking one they can use.
Or
Yeah.
they're going to try and work it into the story later
Yep.
that they're going to think it's the fake one, and it's not going to be.
I just hate that though.
Or
Now
this
they
is how
can't use it.
This is how
The
they kill
guy-
Jerry Lynn.
Rubber hammer to make money for like 10 years straight is really
But they never said it was a rubber hammer. That's
Yeah,
Oh,
why-
I
that's
was
the
telling
problem.
everyone who would listen.
I'm with Tim. I'm with Tim now. I did not know they said fake. I missed that.
Yeah,
See, it doesn't bother me because the whole idea was they weren't going to hit him with it. So
I
what's
get it.
wrong?
The idea,
But
I
what
just,
does it matter? It could have been
yeah.
a real one.
yeah.
No,
Like, I
but
feel
here's
like
the
it's-
thing. Here's the thing. They're good guys. They had a fake one, and they weren't really going to hit him with it. They made them think they were, but they're like, see, we're good guys. This is
Like-
fake. We couldn't have hurt you.
But then if you're not, yeah, I guess it's like
I-
going in to rob a bank with the empty gun, and you're supposed to like the guy because he didn't have a loaded gun.
Right.
Yeah,
in real
my problem
life,
is, again, now
how
we
is
know
it-
that in wrestling they have fake weapons they can use that look realistic. That's
How
my
you
much
kidding me?
easier is it to
Kidding me right now?
no.
how much easier is it to find a real tire iron than it is to go out and find a rubber one just to do this one thing? Like it seems like they went through a lot of effort to be able to do this one little ha.
Maybe JD gave it to him like how I got my hammer. He's Portuguese. That's kind of Latino, right?
Yeah, I liked it better with like the idea of being like, hey, we could have fucking bashed your skull in.
But
Well,
we don't do
did.
it that way. I would like
Next
it better
time,
that way.
we're gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah, I like it better that way.
Because they should also still kind of be holding on to that. We're kind of crazy badasses.
I
Like-
do agree with both of you. It's just that the fake thing doesn't take that much away from it for me.
Ugh, it
It
definitely
would have been
killed it for
better.
me.
It would have been better with the real one, but it don't take that much away from it for me.
All right. Then we get Tony Schiavone entering Hangman Page. Here's what's funny about that. I just saw
If
it.
you
in
say
my-
anything bad about this, I will fight you.
No. Well, I will in a minute. I will say something bad in a minute. But when they come out, it says above Hangman's name. You know how it says like the Dapper or whatever Yapper. And
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah,
like
they
that?
always put funny ones for him.
Above him it says slightly confused.
I think they legitimately ask him right before he goes out, what do you want this to say?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Because
Slightly
there's been
confused.
some real funny ones in the past. I can't think any off the top of my head, but he's one that always plays around with that. You know,
I thought it was funny, but so here's what I'm going to say bad about this. You can't get in a physical fight, get separated and run, and then get back in and get face-to-face again. Like, you've already fought each other. Why would you get back in and get face-to-face and be okay again? Like, it's
He
already
punched
broken
Matt.
down.
he punched Matt.
Yeah,
Right? That's what you're
yeah.
talking about.
Omega never made contact with anybody.
Right, but their group has already fought each other. Like, they already got physical with your group, and then you're just going to get back in
What?
and not fight the next
But
guy?
the group
One
didn't get
man
back in the ring,
punched-
though.
There's 13 guys out there, and only 2 people had any physical contact.
Yeah.
Right. But once they have physical contact, I think the time of promo talking face-to-face is over. Anyone
Well,
in the groups.
Isn't there some sort of, well, because he's the champion, he's confident enough to get in the ring with all those other guys in there?
But isn't he not confident? Is this thing? Like, he runs every time there's a...
I don't know.
I
Did you
think
see
all
that
right, so
outfit he was wearing?
pronouns, pal. Let's use the pronouns. So he's talking about Kenny Omega is the champ. Kenny Omega's the champ. That's what Jason's saying. So he's confident enough to get in there.
Yeah.
You're saying that Adam Page is not confident. That's the storyline, but he's not talking about Adam Page. He's talking about the champ, who's Kenny Omega.
No, I'm talking about Kenny Omega runs. Like anytime, like when he has the belt and then people turn around, he always boop, and then runs out. He did in this segment. Kenny did in this segment. He had the belt like he's going to hit him. He turned around and goes, I'm out.
Yeah, because 5 guys appeared in the ring. Isn't that when Dark Order ran out?
Yeah, but they were still in the ring, and he got in and got in their face.
I think it's just one of those things where, like, all right, fucking cooler heads have prevailed. Everyone maintain composure. Is kind of what it felt like to me.
I don't think they needed to do the face-to-face. They could have just kept doing the promo from the outside like they were doing.
The intensity ratcheted up so much when Omega showed that he wasn't intimidated, and he got in the ring and started talking shit right to his face.
Then they shouldn't have done the punch. They shouldn't have had Matt Jackson get in the ring, get face-to-face with him also, and get punched.
I disagree, man.
Yeah, but he punches. Wow. So here's my thing with this. So Adam Page doesn't give a fuck about Matt Jackson. He knows he can beat Matt Jackson. So he punches him right in the damn face like as soon as Matt Jackson makes contact with him. But Omega, we're still playing it up that Adam Page may not be 1,000% confident in himself against Kenny Omega, or he may be a little bit hesitant against Kenny Omega. So Kenny Omega knows that and is willing to get in the ring with him.
I think it's
and also the punch to Matt demonstrates a shift in Hangman's character, where he's not all sad and emo. He's got enough confidence to at least pop the one dude in the face when he steps out of line.
I agree it's a shift in his character. I just don't think they should have done. They could have done if they want Kenny Omega and him face to face. They could do that next week. You know what I mean? Not after they just get into a fight and then calm down. That never happens.
Have you ever been in a situation in real life where something gets physical about it and then you calm down and talk shit after that?
Yeah, but usually because people are holding us apart or it's been forced to calm down.
I like this. I didn't mind this at all.
I mean, I don't hate it. I just think that was a dumb decision.
This is one of my,
like Draven said, I thought it made the intensity shoot up.
I thought Adam Page was great on the mic.
I fucking loved that after Adam Page does the whole, if I beat you, or if we win, I get a title shot and my boys get a tag title shot.
Yeah, that was great.
But then I love that Kenny Omega was like, all right, well, if we fucking win, you don't get any of that. Like, and you can't challenge for it. I thought that was pretty brilliant.
I like all that, yeah.
And then Hangman officially makes it clear he is with the Dark Order by saying the Dark Order doesn't back down from anyone.
Right. Yeah. That was cool.
It's funny that Kenny Omega made himself,
laugh.
What do the kids call it? Corpse. With his belt collector line. I thought that was just funny. That he almost broke character. It's unprofessional shit, but I mean, it's funny.
I'm telling you, this is one of my favorite segments in the whole company. The one thing that I think would have made it a little better is if they were clear when the match was going to happen, because they never set a date for it.
Yeah, they did.
I do believe it'll be the main event of the Fight for the Fallen episode, which isn't next week, but the week after.
Really? They're going to do it on? I figured it'd be for pay-per-view.
No, because I think the pay-per-view is going to be Kenny versus Hangman as the main event.
Oh, that's what I meant. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the 5-on-5
Survivor Series.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What 4 Dark Order guys you think will be on the team? Because there are 7 of them.
Well, 10 will be there for sure.
I hope.
Johnny
Cabana, for God's sakes.
I want it to be Evil, Uno, Stu Grayson, and then Reynolds and Silver.
Right.
I think that's what it's going to be.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
Probably will be. Yeah.
No 10, no Cabana.
I just feel like Cabana should do something.
Well, he wrestles all the time.
He's stuck in limbo because his angle was never able to be finished when Brody passed.
But yeah, I think you're right. I think it'll be the guys you said, which makes the most sense.
I hope they don't do some stupid dissension thing once Dark Order wins. Oh, what team's going to get the title shot now? We got to fight each other.
I hope they don't, too. Because the Dark Order seems like the buddies to the Dark Order is more important than everything else, including the belts.
Yeah, that'd be a crazy shift if they did that.
Right.
Sorry, I did just watch SmackDown. So
when one guy just a couple weeks ago gave his buddy the title shot that he could have had. But yeah, so then we get
Jericho.
Tim died. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I was distracted. I was watching the match. Actually, I was watching a match. We haven't caught up to live yet, which is crazy for us. But so Jericho talks about his going into 5 labors.
I keep forgetting what we're calling it because it's such a dumb thing. The labors of Jericho.
It's definitely a Jericho idea because he keeps talking about MJF. You're a genius for thinking this up, and I love it. And I am the God of Thunder.
It's the best idea
Jericho's
you've
idea.
ever had.
He trademarked the name God of War for wrestling.
Really?
Which I don't think would even be possible because there's the game God of War and all kinds of shit like that. But he trademarked it. Got a new T-shirt on and everything.
Wow.
Maybe he can only use it like in the wrestling context.
Yeah, that is how it works.
I didn't like this. I thought this was kind of bad.
I thought the original shot to the throat looked good.
The shot to the throat was good, but the rest of it was just kind of.
Yeah, that's exactly. I was like, that shot. I was distracted by the shot to the throat for the whole promo.
They
so I don't
did-
know if it's good or
Right.
not.
They
Shot to
did
the
tape
throat
this
was
segment.
good. The shot to the arm, not so much.
No.
They
Or the
did tape
promo.
this segment last week because Jericho was doing a concert this Wednesday.
Mm.
Well, I also feel like, I mean, I get that his arm's been injured, but so now Jericho's got a broken throat and a broken arm, and he's still going to beat all 5 of the Pinnacle.
No, he's going into labor 5 times. I think you're not understanding this.
He's going to
That
get
makes a
burned
lot more
with 5.
sense.
Well, his belly's been swelling over the past few months. So.
Wow, Tim is never getting into AEW now.
Anyway, speaking of swollen bellies, Matt Hardy comes out.
I thought he looked great here.
I don't get this crowd sometimes because Hardy got a giant pop and Christian got almost nothing.
Yeah,
That's what
don't
he
understand.
deserves, really.
Whoa. Oh, so I'm watching this with someone who doesn't know wrestling. And I'm like, man, Matt Hardy doesn't look too good. And she's like, why doesn't his legs bend? Because his hips are all jacked up from doing
Well,
his
he
leg
can't
drop
help
and-
that.
Well, I mean, he shouldn't. I mean, did he
Have
look
you-
like he's back on
When
drugs?
you were younger, did you ever melt any action figures? That's kind of what happened to him.
No,
I
because
don't
not
know.
all of us are psychos.
He might. I mean, Tim, you might have a point with what you just asked there that I'm not going to repeat because I don't want to put the implication.
Is he back on drugs? Yeah, he looked bad.
I thought he looked really thin.
His face, he looked really like he just
So-
got laid on his head again from Sammy Guevara.
Trying to shift the narrative here a little
Yeah.
bit.
So the
Old
match
man
starts.
JR. Old man
The match-
JR alerts out during this. They're talking about this match has a 20-minute time limit or whatever, and JR says, I'm so glad we have time limits here in AEW. Like,
I have
Right.
that exact note, and then followed by, "What the fuck are you talking about, Jr.?"
like that's so clearly a behind-the-scenes thing because a fan of wrestling would be like, oh man, I don't want time limits. Just fucking beat the shit out of each other until somebody
Forever.
wins.
Fight
Yeah.
forever is literally a chant. Fight
Well,
forever.
and also like technically the WWE has time limits too. They just don't put it over
Use
like
them. Well, they
Well,
don't use them
it's-
until it's time for a draw.
right, but it's still there. Like for JR to be like, "I'm glad we have these." It's like, all right, calm down, bud. Like,
I once
we-
did a 15-minute time limit draw in just 11 minutes. That's how good I am.
That's pretty fucking wow. Wow.
Yeah, it only took me 11 minutes to go 15.
well, that's
so-
because most wrestling fans don't know how to tell time. So,
Well, the YouTube video's out, and the YouTube video is a total of 12
Oh.
minutes. So,
well, the YouTube video will certainly help with that.
yeah. As me and
What they
Chad.
should have done is did like 3 minutes of the match they put in like half speed just so it fills the right amount of time.
Yeah,
It's me versus Chad Cruz at RCW, and I remember like they want us to go 15-minute time of draw, and I was like, we'll just feel we'll know it's about 15. We'll just feel that out there. And I said, when we go for the finish, just act like it's the time limit.
Kayfabe wise though, kayfabe wise, it's the fucking ref that's in control. So the ref's an idiot that can't count or the
Oh,
time.
true.
look,
Like,
I've watched your matches. They feel like they last forever.
Trust me, I'm there for all of them. But yeah,
Good reply.
the finish was he hits his finisher on me. 1, 2, the bell rings. They count 3.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Christian and Matt Hardy.
No,
I was like, I don't
That's
think
not what happened.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. Like, he would have beat me if it wouldn't have been. So the plan was just whenever that finish happens, the bell's going to ring, and they're just going to say it's the time limit. So
What happened if you guys only would have went like 6 minutes?
it would have been real awkward. We've reached our 6-minute time limit.
Oh man, you should have just. Was it you hitting your finish or him?
No,
hitting his?
he's hitting it on me.
Oh, that sucked. Like, I don't know if I'm responsible enough to be put in that spot where I don't immediately hit my finish.
Yeah,
And
just
then
rip
just
everybody.
And then just look at the timekeeper like, what are you going to do? You going to do what you're supposed to do, or are you going to...
It was our first match of like a series, so we're trying to get a feud out of it. So it really been ugly. But
It was your day. Go ahead.
Speaking of feuds that no one cares about, Christian Matt Hardy wrestling.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get right to the finish because that's what we deserve on this one. So what was up with the weird miscommunication? Christian slides in the ring and it's supposed to go right to the kill switch. And Matt Hardy, yet again, can't just go into a kill switch.
He's on drugs, and you
They
guys
are
won't
old.
let me talk about it.
They're so... They're both far past their time.
No,
I think Christian's still
not.
good.
I
Yeah,
get
agree.
Christian's
Fair.
still solid.
The
I
7
don't
years
want to
off.
see him.
The 7 years off when Matt Hardy was still bumping every night is what really.
Yeah, that didn't help.
Teleporting
Yeah.
from ASW to all the other bumfuck fucking towns.
Yeah, he was using his bump card here in West Virginia while Christian was at home getting
I'm pretty
in shape.
sure he held more titles at once than anyone ever, though, at that point. So,
That could be true.
I mean,
I'm
did
not-
you actually show those belts? No.
Mhm.
No, you cannot. Like, you can maybe see 3 of them, but still.
I'm in a backstage promo on TNA selling his disappearance. Like, what?
I'm just glad that I'm not so universally judged as awful that they put me in a dumpster and threw me down the steps like they did the one guy that worked on. It's like, we all know the guy's dog shit in the ring and don't want to work with him, but then Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy show up and they're also like, yeah, this guy's dog shit. Throw him down in the dumpster and we'll just work Matt this whole time.
Just out of instinct.
Well, now where we go from here? Dumpster. Oh, the frog splash. It's happening right now. That frog splash by Christian was fucking beautiful.
I did like the end. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say the crowd is like super into this, but it's like the exact reason why all these indie promotions can draw so well using dudes that are far past their prime. Like, wrestling fans just fucking love guys that have been around for a while.
Nostalgia, man.
Well, I thought this was better than I was expecting it to be. I really was figuring Christian was going to carry every bit of this.
I agree with that.
I like
Yeah,
the face buster on the steps.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
that,
outside
that was deadly.
That was
looked
deadly.
really good. And then with the finish, I didn't know if because they were on the outside, if they were short on time, is what I thought. Maybe that when they went out, the ref was like, all right, we got to go into the finish. And that's why there was miscommunication.
I'm terrible at wrestling, so I can probably answer that for you.
Okay.
So when you're old and you suck and you need to stretch for time because you know you're out of breath, an easy spot to do is you throw the baby face outside, do a move, and let him get a 9 count. So Matt was probably just fucking like, man, I need some breath.
Right, but as soon as he got back in, then there was the finish. It was just like the finish just kind of came out of nowhere after the moves, after the series right before it.
You
And,
can't say
and I was just saying, only one guy has that gimmick.
Yeah, out of nowhere. This is the second podcast in a row
Matt could have been so blown up. He's like, man, take the 9 count, get in, hit me with your finish. That's something I would do.
Right.
Yeah, but we're not on
And then-
TV for that reason. I would do it too, 100%. But
Well, they also tried to save themselves a little bit of a blow up by doing collar elbow tie up for the first 5 minutes of the match.
first of all, that was a great.
That's spent old man shit there too. Like, fuck, let's just go 2 minutes with the fucking collar and elbow.
First of all, that was a great spot, and that was a super good collar and elbow. Like, you see how
And JR went out of his way to say that's what was going on, was that they were showing us that collar and elbow.
Yeah, he did. That's right. That ruins it. Thanks, JR.
2 things can be true. I do like the end of this. They teased the little beatdown, and then Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus came out, and Jungle Boy gave that young upstart Christian the rub because Jungle Boy is 30 times more over than Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've already swapped places where Christian's getting the rub from Jungle Boy.
Explain this to a non-wrestling fan at the end of this when Jungle Boy and him run out, and she's like, "Who are these guys?" And I'm like, "Well, okay, they take
One's a
older
dinosaur.
yeah, it's a weird. First of all, but I was like, they take older guys who are established and they put younger guys with them to try to make the young guys look like they're on the same level." And she's like, "But isn't that one guy kind of washed up your thing?" I'm like, "Kind of, yeah." It's like, "Does that make the other guys look good?" I was like, "No, they don't really look." Talking about Matt Hardy, they don't really look good. I said, "But the young kid they're trying to make look good by putting him with Christian, who's like a Hall of Fame, type of wrestler or whatever."
There's a way easier way to word that than what you tried to do with that one.
Yeah.
The commentators, like, Jungle Boy looks up like, why are you on his shoulders? That's where I'm supposed to be. And then the commentators went out of their way to say that too. Oh, that's a weird look he's giving him.
They're
Like,
jealous? Like, you have a fight over
Right,
Luchasaurus?
like, so
Well, yeah,
next week,
I hope that's not where they're going.
they're going to make Jungle Boy a heel out of this. Doesn't make
That's
no
how
sense.
and I hope the fuck they're not going there.
No, they need to go with Christian being the heel and being the funny, I have a dinosaur pet.
I like how you threw pet in. That totally changes the dynamic.
It does make it very weird.
Christian said he had dinosaur
Now,
in the family. So.
What would be funnier to me is if Christian had a pet Marco Stunt and legitimately treat animal.
Like the animal he is?
Yeah, like just a little dog or something. Like, I think that would be hilarious.
I do think it's telling that Marco Stunt hasn't been on Dynamite in the last few weeks.
Yeah, it's good.
They kept him away from Jungle Express. I think that's
Christian's you keep that fucking freak away from me.
He was in the promo last week. Remember, he was like, whenever Jungle Boy's putting his boots on, Christian was just talking to him, and they had Marco jump up on the crate there in between them.
I didn't notice him whatsoever.
He's little.
He's tiny. He's hard to see.
I get that you hate him and your rage picks him out of a lineup. So
yeah. Every time I see him, I just get angry. So, so then we get Miro cutting a promo like he always does, and he's really pushing the Redeemer gimmick.
I was really going to shit on this because I hate belts with a white strap and them having the fourth fucking new TNT title until I realized it's a Rusev specific one because it's got, instead of the side plates having like Turner Mansion, it has Hungarian fucking shit on it.
That's cool.
So it's like a custom Hungarian TNT title just for him.
And he does the white highlights are his gear. I'm watching the build-up video right now, and all his gear is some color with white highlights, so it makes the belt match all his stuff.
I do hate the name Redeemer, but Miro's pretty fucking good, so there's not much to shit on there.
Where he says a true champion is willing to defend their title with their life. I'm willing to defend my title with yours. That's fucking killer.
What's better is he says, I have a wife that can do the splits.
Yeah.
Again, I'll say this because it doesn't happen later in the show, but I thought that Lana was able to be used, and I really thought that they were going to have Miro come out again with the Penelope thing later in the show. Thought that was the whole purpose of her being there.
Oh, I never thought about that till now, but yeah.
She can be used, all right. If you know what I'm saying.
That when the second gummy hits, Cash gets his sexual voice.
I'm just saying she could be in an angle. Is what I'm saying.
Why are you saying weird like that?
We could tell some storylines with her.
I could really get her.
Even weird.
She could really get over. Wait, how far are we going?
Her name backwards is anal.
Next up, we speaking of, next up we have a segment where somebody offers to put a jalapeno up somebody's ass.
I'm still laughing about her, but name backwards is anal. I didn't know that.
Oh no!
Oh,
You didn't know that?
I didn't realize till right this moment. I'm crying.
It was a good moment for you.
I can't stop crying.
Real quick about the new belt, I like that they just changed it without making a big deal of it. Like, it's just, I don't know why, but that is better than having like Miro do an in-ring segment where they cover off of it and show it.
I would have got a shit reaction since it's the same belt with just a color swap.
Yeah, I like that it was just a simple here. Not even really going to reference it.
Literally, the time limit draw match I'm talking about with my own, they did a new belt reveal at the beginning of it out of the bag to me.
Was that the RCW butterfly belt?
Yes. First of all, that's the nicest indie belt I've ever had.
It's a butterfly belt?
It's.
It looks like the Divas belt.
I'll find a picture of it. I think it looks like a winged eagle.
What you're talking about now?
At
Yeah.
this point, I'd say it looks like the New Japan heavyweight title. That makes it sound a little better.
That's a
Yeah.
Cody Nick tattoo belt.
Yeah, it is. The Cody Neck champion. We get next. We get another promo. Tony brings out his best friend, his BFF, Britt Baker, and
Can I
she
take
gets to
this
say-
one real quick?
sure she gets. One thing, she gets to say bitch this week. But
Yeah,
go
she
ahead.
did get to say bitch this week. When this promo started and Tony first mentions Nyla's name, my immediate reaction was like, "Are we still doing this Nyla Rose shit?" Like I thought we were already moving in a new direction.
What?
So
How?
I thought they already did the whole title match. Like I've already moved on in my mind. But then this was awesome because Britt Baker just fucking shot on Nyla Rose.
Right.
And I loved it.
Yeah,
But
she didn't
I
say
don't
what
know
we
if
were
you're supposed
thinking.
to say. Yeah, I don't know if you're supposed to say quite the absolute truth.
Yeah,
like
she should have held back a little on Vicky. Just go in on Nyla. You know.
Yeah, but yeah,
I
her
do-
saying like she's the one that has to keep Nyla Rose relevant. Shooting on
Yeah.
Vicky, like she'll have a place in this business because of her last name. Pointing out that Nyla needs the belt to be significant. Like I was like, yes, this
I
is
didn't
all
realize there
very
was
good.
that many. Yeah.
Yeah.
So at
and
first, when they show Vicky and Nyla at the screen, I'm like, oh man, not the stupid WWE thing where people are watching the screen. But they got me to flip because they switched the format and actually had them talk and do a promo there from that spot.
It
Right.
threw me off.
That's where Vicky offered the jalapeno up Britt's ass or whatever. But
You're like Vic. You're not supposed to see the camera. You can't talk.
yeah.
Yeah, when she turned and started talking to the camera, I had the reaction like I was looking at a painting that started talking.
You're like, shit, this edible kicked in.
Yeah, I was like,
hard.
oh fuck, the TV's making
Oh no,
words.
it's another Nyla Rose illusion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Britt also said, I'm the top. You might be the top of the food chain, but I'm off the menu. I'm special in her rundown of Nyla, which I liked.
Yeah, it was a good
Nyla,
line.
Nyla gets one line, right? And she says, I will hand you an ass whooping world class. Shouldn't she have said, I will hand you a world class ass
Yes.
whooping? I was like,
That was
you had
probably
one
the line
line?
she was told, and she couldn't even do it right.
She's
Right.
terrible.
You had one
She's
line
terrible.
and couldn't even get that right.
Yeah, the emphasis should be on the ass whip and not on the worldwide.
And then I thought, oh, world class championship wrestling because they're somewhere adjacent to Austin.
No, maybe she messed up because she, for a second, thought she was going to say World Star.
Oh god. Oh, we're moving on now after that.
Yeah.
So now we get another promo of John Moxley, the one that Cash likes. And Moxley's still a great promo, out of shape or not out of shape. He's a great promo.
I don't know if he was just selling, like it was kind of a smart sell, or if Anderson actually fucked his mouth up, because like it looked like it was very painful for him to like move his jaw. And there was a few shots in that match where Anderson looks like he fucking like rocks him.
Probably a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought this promo, like just Moxley's intensity, made me a little bit more excited for them. Like I was like, okay, I'm into this now.
He is.
Like-
You can tell he's actually excited to be back wrestling. Probably he's been off for a while. So
Yeah. Archer's part of it just made me feel like he was just because he was so, like I said, he was pretty laid back about it in a way.
It's what we always say about Eddie Kingston and Mox. Like all these other guys come off as wrestlers playing a character, and these guys just come off legit.
yep.
Right.
Yeah.
I like
that's
the,
probably what it was.
The Texas born, Texas bred, you'll be Texas dead
Yep.
line.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, it's a good one. So next we get Wheeler, Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What has he been a best friend I didn't know? Like, where'd he?
They've been using him on Dark, and they've been like associated with him. But I do think it was a smart move to throw out the old best friend's music, so he gets an instant pop, and people don't realize they're cheering for a different guy.
Versus Sammy, and this is obviously to highlight Sammy, and I think it did that, and I thought it was
So
decent.
I do have a little bit to rant about this, just because it's another in the bubble thing. Like, all right, so Sammy's a hometown dude, right? He's super over. He's a dude they're trying to push. Why the fuck are you doing baby?
Yeah.
Why?
That's-
And it's another
Okay,
instance.
now here's a segment where Omega becomes Jim Cornette.
That's right. Goddamn, kid. No, but like it's another in the bubble thing. Like I said last week, a good match is not the same as getting over. Like this should have been a strong Sammy beating the shit out of somebody, just looking like a star.
I agree.
Anybody can have a good match, but like prove that you can be a star.
He did go.
Yeah,
over.
Capable of it.
My
did go
note
pretty
was,
hard.
I know that I continually say, do the Inner Circle guys have to only fight Pinnacle guys? But this wasn't what I meant. When we finally get them to fight someone who's not a Pinnacle guy, this isn't what I meant at all.
I didn't know Wheeler Yuta from.
He's not even a contracted guy. He's a
Wow.
indie guy and a New Japan strong, the LA version of New Japan. He's
Yeah,
just an indie guy.
They could have put someone better in this spot. Really, a heel would have been better.
He's a worker. It's not like I'm railing against him or anything.
Yeah, I liked his look, and he held his own. But
Power cut at Cole Cash's house, so he's trying to get back into the podcast, but he's working on
Block him.
it.
I mean, a good match or whatever, but again, I just, in this spot, give Sammy somebody to fucking eat up and spit out and look like a star.
Yeah, I think it also comes down to AEW doesn't want to have any jobbers. They want all guys that kind of look good, and it's kind of hard to do that. Make every single person look good.
You can still do that. They have lower tier heels they could have put him with.
Yeah, I agree, but I
Put
think
him in Aaron Solo, the one that's in the
that would have been good. Yeah. And then we could have had the Nightmare Factory. Well, then you get the Nightmare Factory meddling too much, and then it becomes a thing.
No. You keep we're about to talk about that next because the biggest waste of time of the show happened when QT Marshall decides to dump a protein shake out on Tony for some reason.
Yeah, that has a waste of Tony having to get a second shower or whatever. Like, I'd be annoyed. Like, really, I got to go get a shower because you want to do this segment? Like, come on.
Right.
But yeah, Penelope Ford is next versus Yuka Sakazaki. I said that
Magical
right.
girl. You did say it right.
Yeah, her turning splash at the end was awesome. She almost fell, but I actually liked it. I was like, that's a pretty cool splash for her because she goes almost the middle of the ring and has to turn. I was like, I liked her. Penelope Ford's gotten better, but she's still mostly like a diva, I think. But she's gotten a little better, but
I'd put her on par with somebody like Carmella, where they're still above the diva level women, but still not quite as good as the top tier women.
Bingo. I think Carmella's a perfect example. Yeah.
Yuka Sakazaki, though, one thing I really like about her is she has like a persona that WWE would never let a woman have. She's just like the fucking pop since the K-pop chick, like fucking K-pop music and dance.
She's very Japanese.
Yes. And Japanese only Japanese thing is evil Japanese or babyface evil Japanese.
I really liked her spinning hammerlock.
Yeah.
And then apparently that dive off the middle is her, or from the middle is her finish because they had a name for it. But I like the spinning hammerlock better.
Yeah, that spinning hammerlock thing. I literally was watching. Went, wow, I like this. Like out loud.
And just for the record, Cole Cash has pulled an official Jason for the night, and apparently you have offended him with your slander of Penelope Ford, so he is out for the rest of the evening.
He literally tried to get back in.
Just stick with what I said.
Nope, you are slandering Cole Cash.
We slander Jason when he leaves all the time. We're like, yeah, Jason.
All right.
Tell him he doesn't listen.
I listen to the podcast when I don't finish it.
That's what she said. I don't know anymore. They're getting worse as the podcast goes. Next we get the coffin match.
The main event.
What?
I said the main event, but I said it in the JR.
Oh yeah, main event. No, they're not out here. They were on dark. But yeah, Jason, thanks for telling Cash I'm sending him another link. But so this match, the finish, well, a lot of it, Jesus Christ. Does Darby Allin hate himself? So I literally was watching someone who doesn't know wrestling. I said, this is stuff Omega used to do when we were like, you're out of your mind. Like the bumps, that Razor's Edge onto the steps.
No, that was nothing, man. That was nothing.
See, that's why you say that. No, that looked awful. Like,
I would rather take the Razor's Edge onto the steps like that than take the Razor's Edge onto the mat.
are you kidding me?
Really?
No. How do you not? It's less time you're falling, less height.
It's sharp.
Less velocity.
There's no canvas on it. Like, the canvas even is at least got canvas where it won't cut you. Like,
Canvas gives you mat burn.
yeah, but that's metal
tinfoil that
burn.
those steps are made out of is not going to hurt you. It's like a cookie sheet.
Oh, no, thank you. I'd not want to land on a cookie sheet either, really. But yeah, and then that coffin drop, like being Ethan Page in that casket, waiting for that to happen has to be the scariest thing ever.
Fucking terrifying.
Yeah, can you think of not knowing and just being like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god,
God, somebody flying 20 feet off the fucking top
it's
rope.
going to be a surprise no matter what. You can't be ready. So yeah,
The Sting got a gigantic pop, which I shouldn't be surprised by, but I was. But I did like them taking off the bottom buckle and doing a bunch of shit with it, like the yanking him by the necklace, the fish hook with the fucking turnbuckle.
that was ridiculous. Yeah,
I know.
God. If that necklace hadn't broke, he would have landed the back of his head on the hook.
That was probably the way he wanted it to go, knowing Darby.
Ugh.
It's as crazy as this sounds, I do think this was a little restrained with what they're used to doing in their matches. This was not even.
I agree.
It's not like they've done fucking put them in a body bag and just bump them around for 5 minutes and shit.
Cash's note: why is there broccoli in the coffin? So when the druid, not the druids, but the dudes carried out the coffin, I'm watching someone does no wrestling. I said, "Oh, his partner's in the casket." She's like, "What?" And I said, "Well, because look how heavy it is." Like,
Yeah, I knew somebody was in there.
I thought
it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be Darby do his entrance out of there, but it made more sense being Scorpio.
Yeah, and when Scorpio definitely didn't come out with Ethan, you're like, yeah. And they put it over. He's even going solo. Like, of course he's not. Like, that's not his thing.
When Sting did come out, the corner whips that he did on the guardrail to Scorpio, I really liked that spot.
That was
yeah.
sweet. Yeah, the back and forth like that.
Yeah, and I told someone, I was like, he's a 61-year-old man, by the way. He was doing this. This Cash pointed out the skateboard spot was ridiculous. He's like, he goes, skateboard spot at the end could have went so fucking awful and almost did. Yeah, like he could have fell the other way.
Right. Well, or just even if he would have hit him with the wheels or the metal part of the deck.
I don't think they care.
I'm just saying,
care.
Watching it, I was like, holy shit. You shouldn't be doing those kind of things. So I guess they got the reaction that they wanted from the audience, whether they cared or not. But I also thought the coffin drop through the coffin was just as dangerous because when they opened it up, I was like, I mean, it's been a while since I've paid attention to what one of the feds look like. But I was like, this has clearly been put together in a shop somewhere. And it has lots of sharp edges, and it doesn't have a liner to it. And so when he goes diving through, he could have hit any of them.
If you don't hit dead center in the middle, the edge of that will break your back. Like,
right.
If you land spine first on the
sever a limb.
Yeah, or sever a limb, like his arm. If his arm's over a little bit, like it could like.
You guys might not know this, but back in the day, there was this guy named Shawn Michaels, right? He was in a coffin match.
Yeah. So can they not call it a casket match because of WWE? Is that a thing?
Well, it isn't a casket; it's a coffin.
Yeah, I know it's not a casket, but I guess it's just a little wooden coffin.
His finish is the coffin drop, so his match is the coffin match.
Yeah, but they didn't even say casket match ever. I didn't know if that was a.
But it's not a casket, and they knew that.
But I mean, talking about casket match comparatively speaking, like, this isn't a casket match; it's a coffin match. But like, they never mentioned casket match ever. Like, they don't exist. And they talk about coffin matches. I guess he had another one in an indie fed somewhere. Yeah. But
I honestly, the way that Ethan said, "I'll put the nail in your coffin," I was expecting someone to like actually nail it shut. Was what I was expecting. Had it been the heel finish, go over.
Didn't, because Darby still would have been doing a coffin drop and there would have been fucking jagged nails sticking out.
You think he cares? He doesn't care.
Right, I think clearly.
Dude, I don't know if you guys noticed Ethan Page's positioning in the casket. Like, he tried his best to shimmy off to the side to get out of the way, but
and he was like in a fetal
sideways position.
That would be
fucking terrifying just waiting for a man to fly
Dude,
off.
that's the only thing that went through my head whenever he was getting ready to do it. I was like, if he goes through that, it's like Ethan Page is just in there not knowing what's happening. Like, I'm always thinking about the dude taking the move because I'm usually the dude taking the move from like you or Zach or
True.
that Ethan Page is me in that match completely.
One
So-
nerdy wrestler thing I noticed is the match must have finished like 30 seconds to a minute too early because Bryce is over in the corner telling Darby to like pose and take his time before he does his spot because they want it to
I don't
be
know
right
though
when he
because
got there.
when he went through the coffin, they didn't have time to really show the aftermath that much.
I don't think they wanted to. I think they wanted to end with the big bang and that was it.
Maybe so. So even with here's Cash, even with Page getting all the way over to one side, there's no way that final bump didn't suck for both of them. Yeah, we're all in agreement with that.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, and Cash said they made up for the shitty Ego's Edge from before because the one on the steps. So he thought it was a rough bump too, I guess.
I'm telling you, I would take that 10 times before I'd take one on the match.
I mean, I'm going to go with your authority on taking stupid bumps. So, yeah. So, since Cash isn't on here, we'll go. Oh, so give us our breakdown, Omega. What we got our breakdown?
We had 18 total segments.
12.
Now
we're going to say, Omega, break it down.
And we've been WWE legal got to us.
Yeah, I'll turn us in. I've done it before.
18 total segments. 12 were promos. 6 were matches, which is actually a little bit higher than usual for the match.
Yeah.
83% of the matches, so all but one of them, had commercials.
Wow.
33% had post-match, but I don't know if you count either one because one was Darby doing the coffin drop, and the other was the Hardy and Private Party trying to make the attack but getting cut off before there was any.
I think I don't count the Darby, but I count the Hardy.
Okay, so only 1 out of 6 then had post-match attack.
That's pretty good for them.
Yeah, that's really good.
And
Who wants to go first? Rating? Should I set
got Cash's ratings. I'll go with his first since he's not here. His rating is going to blows my mind. 80.
Okay. Did he put any?
He didn't put an explanation. No.
Okay. I'll go. I'll wait. You guys can go before me.
Go ahead, Jason.
I had a 75.
Oh my God! All right.
Is this going to be like last week where there's one guy with a low rating? Last week it was me.
Yep. I'll go ahead and go then.
I like the Mox match, the Cody promo, the I like Starks and Cage other than just the finish. Got me also with the swerve making sense. Mira's promo was good. The Hangman promo with the Elite was all good. I enjoyed everything for the most part. There were even the Ford Yuka match had parts that I enjoyed. Namely, Nyla Rose wasn't in it. But I did like that spinning hammerlock, and I thought the main event was really good. So, yeah, I thought overall it was a really good show. There wasn't anything that made me completely think, oh, God. The Archer promo was nice, short, and sweet. Even the Tully promo that didn't lead to nothing was short. It didn't go anywhere. The Jericho promo went maybe a little too long, but that chair shot was legit, so that gave it some points. So, yeah, 75.
Well, mine is a 49.
What? How?
I didn't like the opener at all. I thought it was bad. Not just I didn't like the Andrade using an iPad to show their logo. I thought that was stupid. The Texas Death Match, I didn't really like the idea of doing that. Ricky Starks and Brian Cage was okay match. So I thought it brought it up some. I hated the fake crowbar. Cody was good. I didn't like that one part of the Page Elite thing, but it was mostly good. The Jericho thing, I didn't like Jericho talking about the 5 labors and all that stuff. The chair shot was decent. The Matt Hardy and Christian wasn't very, it was kind of what I thought it was going to be, which wasn't great. And Matt Hardy's pretty much done. The women's match was just okay, like right in the middle. The Sammy Guevara match was decent. And I thought the main had some crazy spots. So like the main brought it up. The women's match actually probably brought it up, but then like the first match brought it down. That promo brought it down with Santana and Ortiz. The Ricky Starks, Brian Cage kept it right in the middle. The Matt Hardy Christian kept it right in the middle, if not slightly down. So, yeah, I was just almost in the middle, but there was just enough to put it underneath the middle for me.
So the way I rate these, I do a separate thing where I'll 1 out of 5 for each match, and that gives me a number. And then it can go up or down based on segments. Like if there's a Nyla Rose match, normally 10 points right off right there. So I gave this 10 points more because the crowd was so fucking lit. The Kenny segment was fucking amazing, so that bumped it up 5 points with that alone. I really liked the Cody Malachi segment. That bumped it up. Britt's promo was amazing. Plus, most of the matches I thought were very good. My rating is an 89.
Oh, my God. Is that the highest ever?
I think it is. It's higher. My last highest one was an 85 for War Games, and this is my highest one.
Wow. I've never
This
got
is
to 85
almost
back.
a perfect wrestling show to me. Even the stuff that I didn't personally care for or didn't think had a lot of purpose didn't take up a lot of time. Like Archer's promo didn't set the world on fire, but it was also 45 seconds. You know?
Right.
Yeah, that's true. The Archer promo was just almost nothing. I almost didn't count it either way. It's just so.
But I thought Mox and Machine Gun was solid. Starks and Cage I fucking loved. And that might be because of the crowd and the way they reacted. But Hardy and Christian was way better than I thought it was going to be. Take that for whatever it's worth. Sammy and Yuta was solid. Ford and Suzuki was solid. And that main event was fucking – that's what I want out of wrestling. Dumb bumps and fucking cool characters.
When I first watched it, I thought my rating was going to be 40. But then when I went over the match, it came up probably 9 points for me. So.
Yeah, 89.
Yeah, I think my highest is 70-something? Probably. That's the highest of any of us have ever given any show, I think.
Now, here's a side question that doesn't necessarily need a detailed answer. I know, at least when I watch the show with the kids, and they're constantly asking me questions about who's the good guy, who's the bad guy, what's going on, I find it harder to concentrate on what's actually happening as far as what my rating is, because I'm not really immersed in the show. Do you think that because you were explaining some things to someone who doesn't know wrestling, that also
it could be, and it could be me watching it live too is annoying to me.
Okay,
Because it wasn't
again,
on my. That
just
could
a
be a
thought,
little
because
bit.
I do know that that's how it is. Like the episode that Emberly set with me the entire time, I was just like, oh yeah, this show wasn't that good. But then when I went back and watched parts of it after we had the podcast, I was like, oh, actually, I was a little hard on the show.
I probably could have eked out another 10 points if I had not watched it live and not been explaining stuff to someone. Yeah.
Okay, just a thought.
Yeah, that's a good thought. I think you're probably right.
It blows my mind that you sit here and watch this and you're like, yeah, this was like a almost 5 out of 10 show for you. Like, what do you want out of a show?
I hated that opening match, man. I really did.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as an Nyla Rose match, so I don't get the.
Yeah, it's not as bad as Nyla Rose match, but I just hated it. I hated that crowbar. Those two things alone really brought it down a lot because I expected more out of Mox, and I actually kind of like Machine Gun, but that match was so bad, and then that crowbar really pissed me off.
Now, did that piss you off because you felt like they were going for copyright infringement or anything?
Yeah. No, it's just because I would never, ever be like, oh, I have a fake camera also. Just
right.
I would
That's
never
what I'm
have done
saying.
that.
You're like, as a proud member of
Of
the
the fake
wrestling
props
fraternity who carries a fake tool, I would never give that secret away.
Yeah,
Again,
I would.
Said, I do think it would have been better if they just used the real one and didn't hit them and didn't mention it at all.
Right.
But I also don't ding it as much as you because they're baby faces. Them saying, "Hey, we weren't really going to hurt you."
Hey, we went out and bought this fake one for some
Well, like
reason.
I said, maybe
That we
next
aren't
week
gonna hit
they're
you
going to FTR is going to hit them with one, and they're going to be like, "You might have had a fake one last week, but these ones are real."
And then I'll go, well, and I think a lot of fans will go, well, they obviously had a realistic fake one last time. That's probably the same one.
No, you're that's way too high level of thinking for the average fan.
Yeah, you're definitely giving my people way too much credit.
Whoa, you can't say you people on the podcast.
Oh. I will issue a statement later apologizing.
Yeah, before we cancel you. But yeah, well, Cash is dead, and we move on without him. Maybe he blacked out and the power didn't go out from his recreational activities.
That could be it.
So, and all right, I'm going to leave in all the beginning talks so that we all get canceled. So,
Oh shit.
so this show's
Who's
done.
gonna cancel me? Nobody even knows who I am.
Yeah, if you see this next week, it means somehow we survived the internet. All right, I'll see you guys later.
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 This is Wednesday, and you know what that means. AEWTF. What does that mean?
And how many people on the roster do the Destroyer?
Yeah, I mean, somebody's got to put over the PWG library. I just think that people got fooled by the blood and girls bleeding. Oh, man, those guys are awesome.
What the fuck? I can hear you now.
Yeah, you can.
Are you both going to be on just Jason's? That's weird.
I mean, I will bring up mine too, but I think we're gonna have a weird echo.
Yeah, it would be. I can put 2 and 2 together. You guys are in Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Close.
The western
Yeah.
part.
So we're just waiting on the Wii Omega.
I can go sit in the bathroom.
What?
Yeah, we can be in different
Right.
rooms, I guess.
I'll go sit.
So, Cash don't know who this is, but did you hear the story about, I think you were already gone from res care by that time, but when CL had bed bugs and had to put him in a hotel, and Durand had to,
and the hotel.
You told me that.
Yeah. He jerked it to the Family Feud, and Durand had to hide in the bathroom and wait it out. Come on down. Get it? See what I did there? Come on down.
That's not the right show.
I don't like that.
Oh, sorry.
Um,
I don't like that. As a matter of fact, I don't like that. I don't like it at all.
did that say nacho fries are back?
Yeah, they are. I had them the other day.
That's the shit we're going to Taco Bell right now. You can record by your damn self.
This is a
You know how
movie
much
trailer
Cash
for-
loves Taco Bell.
I had it for the first time in my life, like a month ago.
What? Without me? You
I have to-
cocksucker.
I have to dump about 40 packets of Diablo sauce on it to choke it down.
Don't. This podcast is canceled. Don't you ever slander Taco Bell.
Dude, I opened the thing up to open the taco to put the Diablo
You
sauce
don't know.
on it.
You don't know taco biology. You don't know what the parts of the taco are.
Dude, how have you people been eating that?
Whoa! Don't throw you people around either. What do you mean, you people?
That quote unquote meat is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's what Keisha said to me last night.
Oh, that's a good self-burn.
That's the episode. Post it.
And there we go. That's enough for us today.
Who gives a shit about wrestling?
Where's the little guy at?
That's also what you said.
Where's the little guy at?
I was telling Cash that last night they officially named a drink after Keisha.
Mhm.
With 3 different kinds of rums and a bunch of different fruity stuff in it. And they're like, this is the Keisha special. And they wrote it all out and put it on the wall so the other marketers
You
would
guys
know.
are there too much. Stop. That's you guys have a problem.
Maybe jump it up.
Speaking of problems, there's
But
Omega.
Is it a problem now?
Heyo.
Oh no, is what a problem? What did I do?
Keisha got a drink named after her at their bar, so I was like, "That's
They drink a
officially
lot.
too much."
Listen, we're fine until they put her name on one of those slot machines because that's where she likes to spend most of her time while we're there.
Who's this dude? We're also watching SmackDown, so
It's confusing as hell with the volume on. So
yeah, they're in 2 locations.
What? Is that like when they did the Raw anniversary and they did half of it from like the little tiny arena, and then half from like the Garden?
Kind of. This one's at a concert that nobody gives a shit because it's a hip hop concert.
It's called
Well, they
Hippity Hop. It's what the kids call it.
I mean, they at least let one of their black wrestlers wrestle at it. So
Wow. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Wow, Jason.
you
We're not
can't tell
recording
me
yet.
that It,
Yeah,
they're
this
like,
is the. We're still in the bullshit phase. I'm just gonna leave this one in because Jason
know.
already. What was your self burn on the dick? It was good, and I forgot already.
burning on my dick.
Dude,
If you got
Oh,
a
no.
burn on your dick, that you need an ointment.
He said, "Oh, that the so-called meat."
Oh yeah, he's talking about Cash had Taco Bell for the first time last month, and he said
What?
that's so-called meat. He said that's what Keisha said last night.
Heyo.
It was a good one, yeah.
Well, the full quote was, that so-called meat is the most disgusting I've ever seen in my life. And then
Oh yeah, I forgot that part.
Fantastic.
Okay, so honestly, they're at a hip hop show. Street Profits and Bianca Belair are the people that they chose to represent.
Well, they also
That's
sent out
super
Otis and Pat
racist.
Gable.
There's also a slight chance that they were just going to go to this.
Yeah.
And they're like, if you're going to be there,
We might as well send
So-
them.
So they didn't have Bianca wrestle. They just had her do her little like strut down the fucking thing, and nobody gave a shit.
well, right now she's just standing in the ring clapping.
And no one else is clapping. The crowd is completely dead for this.
Oh no, she's wrestling. Carmella's coming out.
Ugh.
This
Ugh.
looks terrible.
You want to talk about this other wrestling show?
No.
I think we do need a format change when we talk shit about shitty wrestling. If we get more views.
I mean, sometimes I think this is shitty. So
Right.
More
but no
often
one
we got a
agrees with you.
segment in this that's going. All of us are going to shit on.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, for sure, there's one match that if any of us like it, I quit the podcast.
That's fair. All right, I'll give us a countdown and actually my tablet. Okay, I'll give us a countdown and then I'll start. All right, 70, 69, 60. Okay, fine. 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to Aewtf, and you know what that means. Today, the whole crew's on here. We'll be discussing AEW Dynamite Fighter Fest Night 2. Is this still in Texas? Yeah.
This was outside of Dallas.
Oh yeah.
adjacent to.
Oh yeah. Adjacent to Dallas. Is it actually Dallas or is Jason right?
Garland is the actual city.
Okay, Garland. All right. Well, that's a WWE move to call it Dallas. I don't know if they actually.
Well, no,
did that.
they didn't. They called it Garland. We just
Oh.
called it Dallas because nobody knows what the fuck that means.
Yeah. First we get Jericho's in labor, and congratulations to Chris Jericho and his baby boy Sean Spears.
I'd give you more credit for that joke, but they actually said MJF said that on commentary.
Oh,
you just
did he? I was kind of listening to his commentary. I mean, the parts I heard was good, but
something about Jericho being in labor.
Well, that's damn it. But I made it first. Remember, I made that joke when they first announced the labor, so I'm just pointing it out. Don't you me? So yeah, we all hate Sean Spears, correct?
Yep.
He's grown on me. I don't hate him. I just very much dislike him.
All right. So anyway, Sean Spears and Jericho. I thought this was okay. The whole I was confused about the chair shots because I forgot that he could use a chair, and I was like, why is the ref just letting this happen? But the idea of the C4 with the chair on his back off the corner was a good idea. I don't know if it actually would have worked or just killed Jericho.
Only one way to find out. Let's try it again.
Fair. Well, he's lived a long, long life, so he's almost Jason's age.
Almost. Fry 35.
I thought it would have been really great if, at first, because I thought we'll get to this in a second, but I thought, and I think a lot of people thought this, that it was just going to be Pinnacle guy after Pinnacle guy would be the 5 labors.
Right.
So I was like, really not that interested, and I thought it'd be hilarious if Jericho just lost the first match. And everybody was just like, wow, MJF, that was really smart. That was
I was surprised to see Jericho take a top rope belly-to-belly suplex for no reason.
Yeah.
I did like the Rana off the corner. I thought that was nice and smooth for someone of his stature.
I will compliment Jericho on this. He's really slowed it down, and it's mostly basic moves now, but he lays them out so well that the crowd gets behind everything he fucking does.
I can agree with that.
I didn't
like Jericho in his prime. I'm the only person I know of who's never been I've never been a Jericho dude. When he switched over to
yeah, he's had about 9 primes now.
Yeah, which prime?
Well, when he switched over to WWE, I was the only person not excited.
So you weren't into those hot feuds with Road Dogg?
Yeah, that hot feud with Road Dogg.
Sharing the Intercontinental Belt with China, that wasn't money for you?
My feud with Road Dogg was harder than Jericho's.
So
I think
My
you're just
favorite
mad
part-
he beat Triple H for the title.
My favorite part of this whole segment was a botch on MJF's commentary, where he actually said that was a slow cunt.
He said cunt.
Yes, he meant to say count, but he said cunt. And
That's amazing.
funny because it's a female ref.
Well, that's going to go ahead and add
Oh.
15 points to my overall score.
Well, maybe
Right.
she. I mean, I wouldn't call her a slow cunt, but I mean, to each his own, I guess. I do think MJF's hilarious. Like his bickering wasn't too much, where some heels just are too much on takeover commentary. I thought he was good.
It wasn't Takeover. It was Fyter Fest Night 2.
Oh yeah, takeover's a different show.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, I do love his just his interactions with Tony. Because Tony, like, I mean, it just truly feels like MJF is bullying Tony.
Yeah, it does. Well, I mean, Tony's very bullyable. He's got a
I know.
face.
Someone did just pour a protein shake on his head last week.
Yeah, let's not talk
So this
about
match
that,
was
guys.
15 minutes. I think that was a little bit too long, but I still thought it was solid.
That's what she said.
Well, I really didn't like that after they did the arm with the chair at the corner to the post. Then after that, Jericho, they tried to cover it on commentary, did 2 shoulder blocks, leaning in with that arm.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, but then after that, he was, yeah, baby, and like waving his arm like he wasn't selling it at all. And you've had an arm injury for 6 months now. Like there should have been a little bit more selling. I felt.
Oh,
like.
you want to talk about
Nah.
no selling?
Nah, I
We'll
can-
get there.
I can hand wave that away. The shoulder block is a shoulder, and his elbow is what got hit.
No,
But
I
he's
mean,
got to
not-
raise his
not the way
shoulder
he
to
leaned
raise his
into
arm
it,
above
but
his
that
head.
way,
All
though.
I'm saying is I've broken my ankles a lot, but it never hurt my knee when I broke my ankles.
But you still couldn't walk, right? Or jump up and down, regardless.
I can do backflips. I just held in the pain.
Tap my head.
Saved it for the car ride. What?
Oh, moving
Uh,
on.
So,
Oh wait,
the finish.
we should have done this at the beginning. Oh, go ahead. Go with the finish.
So the finish was, so the stipulation was Jericho couldn't use the chair. So did that literally mean he just couldn't swing the chair? Because, I mean, he still threw him into where the chair was. So at any point, one of the chairs that was on the ground, he could have just DDT'd him or something.
That's
And as long as he didn't
Referee's
swing it,
discretion. That was a defensive move. It wasn't an offensive move.
what a cunt.
So what you're saying is, much like Rick Knock, this ref is in Jericho's pocket. I got you.
Yeah, if you've noticed, she does ref every Jericho match. He's in love with her.
Catch up.
Yeah, the AEW refs are easy to buy.
Yes.
All right. Well, we should have talked about this at the beginning of the podcast, but we'll just randomly throw it in here. So CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, are we going to be talking about them soon?
From what they're saying, they're both signed now. Their sources saying they're both done deals.
That's what I heard too.
But to counter, WWE has re-signed Braun Strowman.
Ugh.
Oh,
Do you think they beat the Raw rating with those two coming in when they first both get there?
Yes.
It depends if they do it as a surprise, because then nobody's
Right.
going to know to tune in, or if they announce it ahead of time, like, hey,
well,
tune in.
TNT told them not to do that again. So because they wanted the ratings pop when they had Sting come out, I guess TNT gave them a note. It's like, yeah, we should have.
Well, I mean, they already debuted a Sting level star by surprise this week with Nick Gage, right?
No, they
We're gonna talk
debuted
about
a
that.
different Sting level star later in the show.
Chavo?
He's talking about Chavo, yeah. So Nick Gage, I want to hear your guys' opinion before I say mine. How do you feel about them bringing in Nick Gage, or a
He
convicted
is
bank robber, heroin addict?
He is super over on the indies, and it doesn't really matter if he's good or bad. If he has a buzz and a following, it's a good move.
I love it. It's the first legitimate surprise in pro wrestling in years.
I was surprised.
I mean, yeah, the dude did some shit, but like, I'm not gonna hold it against him.
I'm just surprised the company was willing to, you know what I mean? Like willing to take that risk.
Him being a drug addict, him robbing a bank, none of that, all that pales in comparison to almost killing David Arquette. That's what I'd be worried about.
That's true. He did stab David Arquette in the neck until he almost bled out.
Fucking punctured his jaw.
Unlike some companies that would be like, you know what the kids want to see these days is that Goldberg. They're like, hey, what have people been talking about recently?
Yeah.
I mean, clearly, if it wasn't for Dark Side of the Ring, would he have been the surprise? Probably not. But people have
yes.
even really been like, "Who is this?" Then also probably not.
Dark Side of the Ring is obviously a favorite of theirs because that's when they start pushing Brian Pillman Jr. is when his dad's Dark Side came out, and then
Well,
guys,
Nick
I
Cage.
don't know where you've been putting your guys' fingers, but they're not on the pulse currently. GCW is the biggest indie company around, and he's like their fucking main star.
No.
Yeah, but is anybody who? Well, I guess some people, but like
Probably
I'm
more than 50% of the AEW viewing audience at least knows what GCW is.
That's probably true.
I just loved it, especially seeing as how I just assumed the whole angle was going to be all of the Pinnacle members.
Yeah,
And
that's a good point because I thought that too. And then this is the second one, and this one seems like a pretty big fucking deal. They, you would assume they're going to do 2 bigger ones after this.
Yeah,
So-
and I'm also looking forward to, well, that could be how you bring in, I guess, I don't know, you wouldn't do that, but I'm also looking forward to hopefully like some promos between at least one next week with Gage and MJF, because like that would just be fun to watch those two interact.
I'm assuming the end of the match next week, some sort of miscommunication from MJF leads to him getting beat, so he like beats MJF
Yeah.
after that or something.
That's what I'm figuring.
And then, do we think this is just going to be a one-off, or do we think that it's?
I think it's a one-off.
I think it depends on how it gets over because Eddie Kingston was supposed to be a one-off, and then he was on every single show after that for like a year.
That's
Well,
true.
we know Moxley was the one who spoke the most on the dark side about him. So clearly they have history.
And also later on in the night, they lean very heavy into deathmatch wrestling,
which makes me question later on in the night, what are they going to do with this next match that's going to top things like?
Well, Nick Gage's whole thing is light tubes. They're going to let him do something with light tubes on the match with Jericho. Even if it's just him holding one in front of his face while Jericho hits his elbow or something.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Chris Jericho's going to do light tubes, but you're probably right.
I mean, to me, it's just something that's actually interesting. We don't really get that in wrestling a whole lot anymore. So,
and once these big time stars get real old and they can't work like they used to, you saw with Ric Flair, he started doing thumbtack matches in the WWE ECW there for a minute. I don't think Jericho has any problem with thumbtacks or light tubes or any of that shit.
Are you giving me a hint that I have to do hardcore wrestling now? Is that what you're saying?
I did in the middle.
I'm not telling you you have to. I'm just suggesting maybe you should.
I once landed on one thumbtack and I was horrified. So.
Well, that's your mistake because it's the bed of nails thing. When you land on a whole bunch of them, it don't hurt at all.
I've had to pull them out of cash before, and it seemed like it hurt.
I did think that when he came out, the music, at least the sound mix on my TV, was really loud for the music. So you could hear the people chanting.
Yeah.
So you knew people knew who he was, but you couldn't get a full idea of how much of the crowd was like, "Oh, holy shit, this is who this is."
Right.
So it was kind of hard to gauge crowd reaction.
I see what you did there.
You may go ahead and hit him. I'm with the arms.
Oh, Cashkin hitting now.
No, you don't hit him. You give him a slow clap for that one.
You give him
I'm
the
gonna figure
clap
out
for that
something in
one.
the middle.
Right, a slow slap to the face.
Yeah.
Cash,
why
give
am I
him the clap.
suggesting that?
All right. So then, what was after that?
Doc Gallows versus Frankie Kazarian.
You missed the Miro promo where he wore the sweetest Bloodsport jacket.
I think that was a great Bloodsport jacket. Not weird. That was great.
Yeah.
This is pretty much the same promo he always does.
Yeah, it's weird that the mid-card title in AEW now is the IWGP US title, and the TNT belt can't even get on TV anymore.
Yeah, I thought the TNT belt was supposed to be defended on TNT. That's the name.
So yeah, like that just made me think something I was going to say a few minutes ago when we were talking about Bryan Danielson and Punk. What the hell are they going to do with all these guys?
No idea. They got that other hour, but that's still not enough.
Well, I mean, this is just me spitballing, but why can't you put Punk versus Danielson?
I mean,
that keeps them away.
They will, but just over and over and over and over again. Like I just feel like Miro got the belt, was kind of hyped up, and now we've barely seen Miro. They just have such a loaded roster.
Yeah, it's kind of like a first world problem. We got too many awesome wrestlers.
Yeah. It's a good problem to have.
What's funny though is how are Colt Cabana and Punk gonna coexist when they're suing each other and hate each other's fucking guts?
I forgot about that.
I forgot too.
I hold a lot of grudges, and there's been many times I've been in locker rooms with people I can't fucking stand, and I'm able to get through it. So I'm sure Punk.
I know. I've had to smooth those over sometimes.
Oh, it's not funny because it's true.
It's true. There's how many times I've kept Omega from like fighting someone or getting fired from somewhere. I'm like, Mega, don't start anything in the locker room. I'm the Mega Whisperer.
So you've been holding him back.
Yeah, literally.
He could be one of the most controversial figures in indie wrestling, and you've been holding him back.
He still is.
That's a good point.
Let's talk about it like he's not here.
Yes.
But
not here. Maybe this is a figment of your imagination.
Speaking of people who shouldn't be in the business, rough transition. Doc Gallows. So
I just don't think he should be in the ring.
His first match was in Parkersburg.
That's a career killer right there.
Yeah.
There's something I have in common with him. Weird.
Same here. And cash.
Believe you me, if you start your career in Parkersburg, it's going nowhere.
I can hear you.
I don't mind Luke or Gallows existing in wrestling. I could do without ever seeing him in the ring again, but he does look like he's maybe having more fun than any other wrestler alive. Like,
because he's probably drunk.
That might be.
Probably because he's got a job he shouldn't have. You ever be like, oh, I should not be here. I'm very lucky to be here.
I feel like he's probably a pretty cool dude to hang out with.
He's got to be here because they're not keeping him there for his talent.
Yeah,
right. My favorite spot in the whole show, or not in the whole show, that's rough, in the match was coming out of the picture-in-picture, and Kazarian is punching him in the face, and he's kind of bent over a little bit, and he's more concerned about pulling the zipper up on his shirt than selling the punches. Like, what the hell is happening?
That's how you bury me softly, brother.
That's the jugulator when his shirt got tore off in that tag match we were in.
Did he, Draven, you might know the answer to this. Does Luke Gallows, is that his name? Yeah, yep. Luke Gallows. Is he singing his own entrance music?
I don't know. That's a good question.
That's a weird question. I wouldn't say good.
It's so weird and like hillbilly sounding fucking country music that it does sound like drunk.
It sounds like his gimmick that he does. What's the?
Oh yeah, on South whatever wrestling.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like he's that character singing his entrance music.
Are you guys thinking of All-Star Wrestling?
Is that the thing they did for WWE?
The WWE thing, the South, whatever.
Yeah, the boring Southern wrestling, the All-Star Wrestling.
Yeah, his character from that. It sounds like he's that character singing his theme music.
First of all, it's the best thing that Gallows and Anderson have ever done.
Chad Too Bad.
Yeah,
that's right.
Did I slip that in and nobody's really noticing? Weird.
That's what she said.
ASW, All-Star Wrestling.
Yeah, I caught it.
Oh, you guys. Oh, I get it. You're just no-selling it, so you don't get in trouble.
Oh, no, I thought that was
I thought that's what it was called.
No.
Yeah, I thought you were saying that's what it was called.
Yeah, I got booking in 2 weeks in front of supposedly 2,000 people. We'll see.
Well,
I mean, if there's 1,000 pregnant women there, is that technically true?
No, I'm a Democrat, so no.
What?
Everybody's getting it? Okay, let's move on.
No?
No? How many beers deep are you guys, just out of curiosity?
0. We're still at the hotel.
Right.
But I mean, I thought Jason would bring booze.
That was initially the plan, but that seems like a waste of money when we have somewhere to go where it's cheaper and stronger. So
cheaper than buying at the liquor store?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not making a whole hell of a lot of sense right now, Jason.
The key word there was stronger.
They're working us. They're drunk, Draven. Don't listen to it.
I mean, we've ate some chocolate. We're drunk on chocolate.
I did bring.
I thought that was a euphemism. I'm really happy that it's not.
Nope. I did bring a 12-pack of chocolate chip fudge brownie cups.
Well, if you remember the chocolate we ate in Vegas, if it's that chocolate, then
we ain't gonna make it.
That'd have been awesome.
No, if you had that many, you would die. Like I almost thought I was going to die, and I couldn't even call for help. And Jason was no help at all. I wake Jason up, and I'm like,
Go to
Jason,
bed.
I'm like, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out, man. And he's like, it's all right, just go to sleep, and then goes back to sleep. You dick.
I mean, the picture you sent me with the caption of with the text that just said, "I don't know what to do." It's pretty awesome.
I was so messed up that I couldn't use my phone. Like I literally couldn't figure it out, and it was so frustrating. I was like, I cannot type anything because I was like, I'll just watch some wrestling or something and try to calm down. Nope, couldn't do anything.
That
Anyway.
is the worst. I've been there with being too drunk and not know how to use my phone. I've broken many phones because I couldn't figure it out. Drunk.
So speaking of broken things,
post match,
this match is just boring as hell.
It's
No
an odd
reason.
choice for the elite hunter to get squashed by every elite member he wrestles.
I like it.
I think they just gave up on this gimmick or on this angle.
They gave up on Frankie Kazarian.
Yeah, I mean, because they really didn't do anything to build this up other than have them randomly attack people when they could have done a whole hell of a lot more with it. And there was no reason to care about this, I don't think.
Yeah.
Right, and it
Just
seems
an
like
odd
if he was going to start like beating them one a week, then Gallows seemed like a good place to start.
So, yeah, if you lose to the worst member of the group,
I'm going to work my way all the way through all of you guys and lose to the first one, the worst one. So post-match attack, we get the Good Brothers hit the Magic Killer. Blah, blah, blah.
I think that the storyline that actually got furthered in this match is Rick Knox's involvement with the All Elite, right?
Oh, no, I just thought they did a good job of using this to at least continue building towards Page and Omega thing.
Yeah.
The post match, what I'm hoping is maybe every week Kenny comes out and starts talking on the microphone and then gets really like lost in his words, like last week with his belt collector thing, and then this week he did the whole you're going from the elite hunter to being and they just kind of is like the hunted.
Yeah, he had to have Don tell him.
I want that to be his thing moving forward. Like every week he tries to insult someone, he just gets to a point where he's just like something stupid.
I would have given AEW a minimum of $1,000 if they would have had Kenny Omega get back in the ring and get face to face with Adam Page after the scuffle, just because I would know Tim's head was exploding.
Yes.
I really thought they were going to do it. When he got out, I was like, oh, please let this happen. Please
But
let it
again,
happen.
a lot of times I think that they're just doing stuff to piss me off, but they didn't have to do it this time.
But again, that segment wasn't Omega getting hit in the face last time. It was Matt Jackson. So it's
Which would have been, I mean,
Sure.
I'm cool with
Yeah,
all
back
yeah.
to this again.
So,
you're comparing apples to pomegranates right now, and it's very annoying.
And
Are
I
you
like
talking to me?
pomegranates and not so much apples. So there we go.
Yes.
That was the issue last week.
oh, I don't know who you're talking to. I don't know who you're insulting right now.
Both of you, but not me.
Anyway,
All of everybody that's not me.
I just wanted to see the same thing happen because I knew Tim would punch his TV.
But that's what I'm trying to say. It's not the same thing. He punched a different guy, not Kenny Omega.
yeah. But if he would have got back in after punching anyone. But apparently John Silver can wrestle because he took a bump.
Yeah, he's in the match graphic, so I think he's in that match next week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's back next week.
Well, that's good for him. I like that little guy. So Brian Cage, we're next going to talk about.
Speaking of little guys,
Brian Cage, who ate a little guy. They show him. He's terrible on the mic. He looks like $1 million, but God, he's terrible on the microphone. But
Yeah,
they're
not
going
good at all.
to have a title that doesn't matter celebration next week.
I like the way you put that.
Yeah, and I mean, literally, there's zero chance that Brian Cage doesn't interrupt this. I wish he would just throw off all of wrestling's formula. People would be like, "What the fuck is happening?"
So what segment are they going to rip off from the Attitude Era? The last one they ripped off was the beer truck with champagne.
Oh
So he's
yeah,
going to do something crazy. Is he going to like shoot fireballs or something? Like the Terminator? I don't know.
they could do that was after the Attitude Era. They do the Nickelodeon slime that DX did to the Spear Squad for some reason.
and it's orange because it's Team Taz.
Ugh.
There you go. Slimy orange stuff.
For some reason, Omega's hard
Bunch
as
of
nails.
fake banner.
Y'all were making too many jokes and I didn't hear any of them. So.
I said you're hard as nails because of orange slime. Anyway. True. We get that Wheeler Utah and Darby Allin.
This automatically gets a 5-point bump because they name dropped Haku, though.
They did name drop Haku. I thought about Cash and him being afraid, but
no, right?
I definitely said ahead of my notes that this is going to lead to a night that we have to do an actual podcast where we discuss him being on AEW in the near future.
Yeah, my note is just Ming in giant capital letters.
It's a good note.
Thank you.
So this match was okay, but so I'm going to be Jim Cornette on this. Darby didn't sell his ribs enough for me. He would just randomly do it and then randomly not do it. So it was like, is he hurt? Is he not hurt? It was just very.
Attention, was he coming in with an injury from last week or something?
Yeah, he had his ribs wrapped up.
He dove through a coffin.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they're having Wheeler Yuta work baby like the most over guys in the company to introduce himself.
It is weird.
Because I really think I'm going to like this guy. Like, what I saw. Yep.
Mega?
Oh, I thought, okay. The only reason I can think of is as a favorite in New Japan. Like, I know he's on the New Japan Strong stuff, and he's technically one of their guys. Maybe they wanted to be a face, so they asked for him to be kind of put over a little bit.
It is Shibata just with different facial hair, right?
Isn't that a type of bread? Ciabatta bread?
Yeah, no, Jason, that's not living, breathing bread.
Oh, nope.
That's a man.
That's a full-grown man.
I want to know
He's not full grown.
I want to know what Tim's view of the Sting and Orange Cassidy spot.
Oh my! You sure?
I do. I do want to hear it so I can.
I fucking hated it because they did it for no reason. It distracted from the wrestling match. It didn't make any sense whatsoever. It was just they wanted Sting thought it'd be funny, or someone thought it would be funny in the back. It was pointless.
You're the guy that wants Draven to crawl into the ring with you and switch pants.
Yes, I do. And he's, well, first of all, we wear trunks now, so it won't work as
It's
well.
awkward the match because there's literally nothing to watch for the crowd. It makes no sense because why would you guys do
But
that?
you leave them anticipating what's going to happen, then you throw them a curveball of something that they did not expect to happen.
You wear trunks these days. I wear long pants. It's definitely not going to work.
Yeah, I would love to wear capris.
So let me ask you this about that spot. Did it get a good reaction?
From the crowd?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I'm pretty sure if like Kenny Omega took his dick out in a helicopter and went in a circle, he'd get a big reaction. Doesn't mean it's good. Right?
You're becoming more and more like Jim Cornette every day.
Right.
But I'm right? A reaction doesn't mean it's a good idea. If you do something really just off the wall, it gets a reaction. Goldberg got a reaction. Does that make it a good idea to bring him back at 55 or whatever?
No, but it makes a good idea in the moment to put the title on him in '98 in front of 45,000 at the Georgia Dome.
That I agree with, but he can still go. But like I'm saying, at 55, he got a great reaction coming out. But it's still a bad idea.
I was very entertained by the Sting and Darby thing. I am very glad that Sting is using his name and all that to put over young guys and like interact with them.
That is a good point. I will say
Sting
that.
is the guy that stood next to RoboCop, right? Sting is the guy that got pushed off a boat moments before it exploded by the British Bulldog. Something like this is in his wheelhouse.
I don't know what are you talking about? I don't know.
Both things happened in WCW in the early 90s.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Wait, you don't know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
I'm just saying.
For all this bluster about you being Jim Cornette and all this wrestling history, you don't know about RoboCop?
No, RoboCop I definitely know about. I don't know about the boat explosion.
You don't know about the boat explosion with Tatum the Midget?
What?
Oh, my. So, reading into...
All right, new podcast.
Right.
We review the history of the thing.
Do you know about the White Castle beer?
What? No.
What?
I didn't watch like 19.
You missed the best part of wrestling in the 90s. It was WCW making mini movies to sell their crappy matches in 92 and 93.
So they did the cinematic matches before anybody, is what you're saying?
Well, it was cinematic commercials where boats blew up and Vader's in a cave with like a white fur coat on.
Okay, someone send me the links to this when this is over with.
Oh, I definitely will.
Just wait till I'm down there tomorrow night. We'll all watch them.
Like you watch now, because that'll be worth it for the podcast.
Like, have you seen the promo of Hogan wandering around the looking for the Dungeon of Doom, and he goes like into the cave?
I have seen that.
It's not hot.
Yeah, I've seen it made fun of. Is why
There's no Hulkamaniacs down here.
Yeah, there's no kids in the cave, Hogan.
There weren't any in the either.
So yeah, I enjoyed the Sting thing. And then the match was all right, but again, like I would, if it was me, I'd put Wheeler Yuta in there against like really athletic heels and let them have like, I don't know, normal matches where he gets to kind of be a babyface.
Right. Because just going into it, did anyone expect he was going to win this match?
No.
Whether there were hurt ribs or not, especially since hurt ribs weren't sold.
Well, it looks like I shouldn't have made that high wager bet then.
Oh, Lord.
You think they were teasing Darby turning on Sting at some point? Because he was selling like he was kind of not pissed, but just confused why Sting was.
That's what I would have done if I was Darby. I'd be like, what the?
I thought you were my dad.
Yeah. You're playing with the other kids. No.
The Sting spot to me was made by Sting doing the apathetic chest beat that made it a million billion stars. But
Yeah.
Million billion stars.
this match was fine. I mean, none of us really understand the Wheeler Yuta experiment here because he's not an AEW guy. But above that, I think the most unnecessary part of this whole thing was after the match, the Blade hit Orange Cassidy with the knucks. Like they're working a match in like 10 minutes. Why do you gotta?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, if it would have led
Orange
like
Cassidy that big of a star is Orange like that big of a star? You got to hit him with a car before the matches now, so people think he'll actually lose.
Maybe.
Yeah, because it also didn't have any effect on their match. Like, even she said having to cancel, but once the match started, it was.
I think Orange started hotter than he ever has. He had more energy because he got hit. So then we get a video package for the main event.
Yeah, I thought this was pretty good. It gave like a quick little review of their history,
which I needed because remember last week I was bitching. I was like, I didn't watch New Japan Pro Wrestling a year ago to watch a Texas Death match. I don't understand. So this was for me.
Yeah, you're all like America's number one.
America's number one.
How come they have it in America?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we won World War II. Apparently we didn't. Anyway.
Well, okay. Well.
So anyway, they show Ming's beautiful baby boy in the crowd.
Yes.
Who is a 7-foot fucking giant?
Yeah, I didn't realize he was that big.
Explain how Ming's DNA works to me because he's got 2 normal-sized kids and 1 giant.
He does whatever it wants.
Ming just decided that he wanted that one to be taller, so he willed it, and it happened.
He can control a sperm individually.
Yeah.
Wow, that sounds like a nightmare. That doesn't sound like a.
Yeah,
that's why you're not Ming.
Yeah. So then we get what we're all here for: Nyla Rose versus.
Do we have to?
I mean, we can go quick, but it's going to be painful. That's what she said.
I was extremely so. The best part about this match is that it wasn't the main event, because I'm honestly a little surprised that even with it being the Texas Death Match with Moxley and all them, like having not seen that yet, not realizing they were going to stab each other to death and everything else, there was a part of me that was a little surprised they didn't decide, hey, let's put our women's title in the main. So I was glad to see that not happen.
Yeah.
And that's about the best I can say about this.
Yeah.
I was a little excited at first because my TNT feed was jacked up again, and I thought I was going to skip this match and I wouldn't have to watch it.
Maybe you have telekinetic powers and your anger started crashing the internet.
I wish, dude, because Nyla Rose, again, is the worst televised wrestler in the history of the business.
Wow. That's bold.
Explain to me
you
why
might be right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, wow.
Explain to me why she hits one of her finishers, a DVD, and then immediately pricks Britt up to set her on the rope for her stupid knee thing that's never beat anyone ever.
Yeah. Because that wasn't the finish.
That's not what they talked about, Aaron. That's your real name.
choke slams are pretty easy. How can she not do one?
Yes, she can. That choke
Right?
slam was fucking awful.
I honestly thought where we had discussed us doing this flipping knee to the
Yeah.
face thing, I was like, I could do that choke slam.
Yeah.
Also, did you know JR thought the choke slam was a clothesline? It was that bad.
Yes, it took him. He was confused.
Well, I mean, when you're giving a choke slam, you go down a little bit so the person knows to jump. She didn't do that at all, so Britt never jumped. So she did
tried
kind
to
of push her.
Yeah, she tried to legit grab an adult woman by her neck and just pick her straight up. No helping, just grab her by the neck and actually just go straight from there up.
To be fair, though, I imagine Britt Baker is tiny, like a baby bird, because her husband or boyfriend or whatever he is a baby bird.
He is a
So,
baby bird.
like, Nyla Rose can't just lift. Like, I think I could just lift, like, at least, like, you know, like Mayhem or one of our. I think I could just grab him and lift him.
What's funny is he weighs the same.
Did you just compare Mayhem to Britt Baker?
So I was trying to think of size.
They both have succulent thighs, so
I was trying to think of Britt compared to Nyla and him compared to me.
As long as you don't say they got the same hairline, we're good.
I like how JR was. They're like 185. Nyla weighs more than that. That's bullshit. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm surprised that didn't get more backlash online because people usually flip the fuck out when he does
yeah, he
that.
basically called her a fat ass on national television.
I think everyone's over Nyla Rose. I don't think even like the,
yeah,
even that crowd like, yeah, we don't give a shit.
Even cancel
After
culture's
the
like,
match,
yeah.
After the match, when Britt was getting her arm raised, she mouthed to the ref, "Ow, my face," and I don't think it was like character shit. I think Nyla really stiffed her like 3 or 4 times in that match.
Jesus.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Okay, let's move on from this before we all die from some weird Nyla Rose disease. So she's fat, she's diseased.
What?
She's probably one of the few listeners we have, and she's just gonna be crushed. Good.
What is it?
Nyla Rose is probably one of our few.
One of our listeners. Well, sorry, Nyla. But
I'm
you
not
suck.
sorry, you suck.
Yeah, maybe try something else that's not professional wrestling.
Like, do a backstage role. Be part of, like, the whatever Leva Bates does now.
The same thing I tell all the trainees when they come to our school. This isn't for everybody. So anyway, we have a press conference earlier where we shared family pictures, which was weird. So, yeah, someone else go first on this. It's just weird.
I like what they're building up. I like what the match will be, but I kind of didn't get either. But I kind of didn't care because there was enough emotion there that I bought into it.
Bring those.
Well,
he knew
he carries him around everywhere he goes. I assume that's how people with children travel.
Well, this was
Jason just goes no.
This was a classic AEW production thing. They just randomly cut in the middle of Santana doing his stuff and cuts back to a clearly, like, much later on in the segment part where what's his name starts talking, Dax starts talking. Like, it was such an awful cut. I don't know what the hell happened.
But again, it'd be one thing if it was supposed to be presented as live or something, but they said it was earlier today. Of course they're cutting it based on
yeah, but they cut it in a very, like, they cut off Santana, like, in the middle of, like, a pretty good little emotional, like, this is where we come from, whatever, like, I'm doing this for this person, and, like, he's almost, I think, in the middle of a word, and it cuts to where, like, the emotions have all died back down, and it's just Dax Harwood being like, yeah, well, we'll
Fuck
see you guys or whatever. It just wasn't edited well at all.
I didn't pay enough. Once they started showing the pictures, it was just weird. Documents and the pictures.
Getting pretty good right there. Like, he was putting over who they're fighting for, what they're doing this for, and then they just.
It was just weird. He brought him to a press conference
for a random tag match that doesn't really have any story other than it's 2 teams that don't like each other. I think they really fucking brought the emotion.
That's
yeah. I mean, they tried to kill Conan, and he's their father. I think Conan said.
Yeah.
I think Conan's way too young to be their father. He's like their great grandfather.
Their match will be great.
It's in Charlotte, North Carolina, too, so that's like FTR country.
Yeah, FTR is gonna be big baby faces, and that. So then we get this is weird. So Tony introduces Andrade El Idolo, and then we get Chavo for reasons unknown.
It makes sense. All right, so his manager was Vicky, and she sucked.
Okay.
Chavo's related to Vicky, so
That doesn't make it make sense.
So
Hey,
Andrade was
why does it
like,
make
"Hey,
sense?
can I get your nephew to do this instead?"
They want a Guerrero with him to get the bump of the Guerrero name. They just didn't want Vicky with him.
I also
and Mondo,
like how
and Mondo was busy.
Andrade doesn't know how like English works real great, so he's like, "You work for them, now you work for me." And that's like, what? That's not. You can't just say that they work for you and then they do. That's not like a thing.
I do need to cut you off just to get a fuck Alex in here because he is the most cringy fucking thing in the history of the business.
He is awful.
Yeah,
dude wearing his fucking Ed Hardy shirts, bopping around out there like a goddamn fucking tool.
He's really trying to get himself over, which is the opposite of what a manager is supposed to do.
Like he's acting like he's an equal part of their fucking act. He's just a fucking announcer. He should be scared of them, not like, yeah, we're gonna get you.
Well, apparently Jason's a big admirer of this guy.
What?
He has a note where he really liked his T-shirt.
I know. I want a shirt that just says Penta says.
Oh, so you want his
Every time he
catchphrase
gets-
on a shirt?
Yeah.
Does it have to be as sparkly as his?
No, it can just be a plain shirt. Just says Penta says on it.
I'll bring a
Penta
marker.
says.
You bring a
Well, they
white
sell.
shirt.
I'm fairly sure AEW sells a Penta Says shirt on their website.
I'm
There you go.
for Christmas.
When they first brought Chavo out, I was like, I thought Chavo used to be pretty decent on the mic, but he was horrible here.
Well, I didn't think his energy matched what was going on either. Like,
yeah.
So are you the heel or are you a face?
Like, I don't know if Chavo knew what he was doing.
Hey, it's good to be here.
Neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. I'm going to start a controversial rumor here. I think Chavo got the tattoo, the hair on your head deal.
Oh, he did. No, he did. He was a spokesman for them.
Oh, is he? Oh, shit. I thought
he was a spokesman.
I thought I was cracking a fucking code here.
No, that was at the end of his WWE run. He actually was a spokesman for like one of those hair tattoo things.
Huh.
So,
Okay.
So there you go.
Now I'm sad.
And I accept gift certificates to that place. Just saying.
Can they tattoo orange though? Isn't that hair color? Ginger?
What? First of all, that's a racial slander. Us Irish don't all have orange hair. Just 99% of us.
And you're one of them. And, you know,
maybe.
The promo, it's had a clunky layout, and I lost a lot of the context. I know it's probably not practical to be able to do subtitles in the moment for a live segment, but they kind of should try and figure out a way to.
Yeah.
I think that they did that. Part of it was because they're in Texas, so potentially more of the audience understood.
I do think that was a thought that went into it. Like, hey, we can do this here because most of them will get the gist of it. They know enough Spanish.
Everyone but Pac, apparently, because he doesn't speak two languages. It's not a dig.
Yeah. First of all, it is. I mean, the way you said it definitely comes off.
It's so clunky, and I think even if you just take Alex out of the fucking equation, it works so much better. You got Chavo being the one speaking English in the ring. You could have Pac being the one speaking English on the outside. Nobody needs to know what Penta says. It's like, this is something
according to my shirt, they do.
This one's one I'll take to the grave. Alex Abrahantes.
Jason
10 points off the episode for me.
Quotes.
Although again, like the last promo I didn't like, we are going to get maybe Andrade versus Pac, which will be awesome.
Yeah.
I've seen people say two of the dudes that he did his group in Mexico with might come in and make it a 3-on-3 feud. I don't know. I don't know how true it is, but Rush and Dragon Lee or something like that.
Roosh. First of all, it's pronounced Roosh.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. It's Roosh.
Goddamn, we're in America. I stay.
Now it's your turn. I thought we won the Spanish-Mexican War.
And then there's your New Japan connection for them and my fanfic, because they're the ones that started LIJ with Naito that he took
Nerd
back.
alert.
There we go.
Wait, it's pronounced Naito? I'm kidding.
Nitro.
It's pronounced Christian.
Whoa! It's pronounced Draven.
Let's
No,
just keep doing
no,
this for the next
it's
2
Raven.
hours.
It's clearly the D Raven.
Oh,
D-
D-Raven.
D Raven. Oh, that's definitely your new DJ nickname. DJ name. D Raven here.
On the 1 and 2.
On the 1 and 2s.
And it's just me with my arms around like girls that are only 1s or 2s.
Oh my god.
So speaking of a
gross.
1 or 2, QT Marshall's up.
Was he? No, not yet. Oh yeah, we do have QT Marshall. Yeah, speaking of a guy that definitely gets 1s and 2s, QT Marshall is going to apologize to Tony for no reason.
I get
Okay,
why they're doing it. It's in Charlotte next week. That's Tony Stomping Grounds too. They're gonna let him like hit a stunner or some shit on QT Marshall. That's fine.
Dude, they're gonna have Tony Schiavone beat QT Marshall's ass.
It's gonna be, oh Lord.
This promo though was 20 seconds, and it's 20 seconds of my life I'll never get back.
I've
so
seen you
real
waste
quick,
longer.
right now, Jimmy Uso and the elder or what's the young Mysterios, Dominic, just had a botch fest for the ages.
Wow.
It was real sloppy.
Wow.
Live
Oh,
reporting.
But yeah, last week when I got cut off and I couldn't get back in, I had after QT Marshall poured the protein shake on Tony, one of my notes was so they're gonna have Tony Schiavone beat QT Marshall's ass while Cody Rhodes just slanders him on the mic. Like they're gonna bury QT Marshall so hard.
I'm here for it.
I'm good with it.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
I mean,
I
I can't
love
wait
Tony.
for Tony to hit like a moonsault on him or something.
What's
You
going to be
feel
amazing is if they teach Tony to do the Canadian Destroyer.
That'd be amazing.
You ever feel like Tony's just your nerdy friend you have to defend?
All the time.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday I feel like that. Then we get the Blade versus Orange Cassidy. And I forget. I didn't take a note on it. There was something that really pissed me off in this match, and I don't remember. But the match was okay, besides there was one spot, and I'm sure one of you probably remember it because you usually do. So,
Was it the fake knee injury, big boot thing?
yes, it was exactly that.
Are you wait, what was it?
The fake knee injury, run into a big boot thing. It's like he was working at the bingo hall down the road instead of on TNT. Is
He
what
ran
feel
all the way
it gave
around
me.
the ring instead of just cutting straight across behind the ref to kick him.
Yeah, it was
Wait.
really weird and dumb.
Like around.
No, the spot I remember is what should have been the end of the goddamn match.
Or the end of Orange Cassidy's life, the doctor bomb on the top rope.
Yeah. The hell was that?
Yeah, how was that just the lead into the fucking picture-in-picture?
Yeah, like that. First of all, that's like when you're trying to end a guy's career. That's the spot you go for.
Yeah, I honestly was like,
I
so
have
I'm not going to fast forward through picture-in-picture because if that's what's happening now, I want to watch more of this match.
I have different wrestling logic than you guys, I guess. Turnbuckles are soft. Like,
Clearly.
He landed on the buckle on the pole,
he
like
did
the
not.
actual.
You pull it up and you watch again. He landed flat on the pad. It was safe as shit. Pepper's
But that's not what they're selling to the crowd, though. Like,
right.
But
I mean,
it's still like the visual to the crowd is, oh my god, he just powered on him on the top goddamn rope.
And well,
yeah,
also
don't
just
change
like,
the channel because he might die.
Also, just like the room for error, like if like any room for error, like say you're gonna powerbomb a guy on a bridge ladder and you go a little far and he flies off and lands on his head, like that could have happened to Orange Cassidy right there. Like
He would have been a star of Botchamania then.
yeah, it could have went really bad.
Then again, Orange Cassidy is also only 115 pounds, so it's not that risky.
Nah, okay. That's
Pepper's
kind of
strong
true.
as shit, dude.
Yeah. The Blade is fucking jacked.
Yeah.
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 He looks like $1 million, and he's not a bad worker either. Like, good for him. I'm glad he's getting some TV time. But
he looks like the "We've got Tommaso Ciampa at home" meme. But
I think the Blade's a better worker than Tommaso.
wow.
so you're fucking
I
stupid.
am biased because I've worked in like
Wow,
hentai.
I just got really upset with you.
Wait, who?
Listen,
I missed
I would
some of that.
trash this room if it wasn't my place.
How dare you? Tommaso is the knockoff Pepper Parks.
Oh my
Okay,
God,
well, just because you've been
that's
friends with
Right,
one
I
of
was
them.
gonna say, how much money does he give you?
this is the hottest take ever on this podcast.
What? All right, you work Pepper 10 times like I have, and then tell me that I'm wrong.
I think
Oh, I
he might
will.
be biased there, dog.
I clearly stated that I might be biased when I say this.
I'll go
I
work him
clearly
right
gave
now.
a disclaimer.
I mean, that was part of the pitch I just had there.
I think Tommaso Ciampa is fucking spectacular. I think Pepper Parks is great too, but I don't think Tommaso level.
I disagree. I don't rate Tommaso as high as you guys do, I
I
guess.
think you should wrestle Tommaso a dozen times, and then we'll see. We'll see the tiebreaker after you've.
All right,
equal
but
time.
only if I don't have to match his level of fucking body fat percentage.
Well, first of all, no one can do that.
True.
So anyway, we get Orange Cassidy goes over, which we all knew.
We all know how he did it.
We all know how he did it. He's got orange punches or whatever. So this was one of my least favorite segments of the night.
Mine too.
Jericho does cosplay, and that's end of notes.
This was one of the cringiest things I have ever seen.
You know how I always try and talk things up that people didn't like? I have a feeling Jason's going to do that about this.
Jason is very Asian-y. Did you like it?
So here's the issue. I mean, there's issues, but let's say that the big reveal, he's going to be the Painmaker. Okay, cool. I mean, Foley was allowed to have 3 faces. Why can't Jericho have 3 in this company? But
I'll burn your hotel down this weekend.
If you know that's what the hell. Oh, there are children staying here.
Yeah,
Yeah, I will kill all those.
I think the point's gonna be they should just do it. Like, just get to it.
Just do it. Like, they had the jacket was in the shot the whole time, and if you know that's what he wears as it,
no one knows that, nerd. I'm going to knock your books out of your hand next time.
No, I knew that. That's why I thought this was cringy.
Too.
yeah, like clearly that's what it was. So when you turned around to show the face makeup, like the jacket is part of that look.
Dude,
Like,
he wears a black leather jacket all the fucking time when he's normal.
Yeah.
not with those spikes.
Not with the spikes though.
Oh my God!
I disagree.
Don't
He wears spiky jacket all the time.
Nerd?
He wears a spiky jacket all the goddamn time.
Yeah, I'm with Draven on this one. We're gonna beat you
either way,
nerds up.
I mean, okay, well, no matter what though, I knew he was going to be the Painmaker when he turned around, and I didn't need the long, drawn-out, quote unquote suspense of it.
Right.
Knowing that he does terrible little makeup things on his eyes.
I don't mind him doing this. I think it makes sense in the context of the match, but I'm with you guys that it was just painfully cringy the way he took forever to get to the point.
And then he just
especially
stared at the camera and did like a weird facial expression. Just come out like that. Just come out like that next week. That's
Do the full-on Foley of, hey, if we're going to have a hardcore match, then you're
I
getting
think
fit.
the idea was that they wanted to have the match graphic have him have that look, so you had to announce it ahead of time. Otherwise,
That actually was my only note was, damn, that was fast on that match graphic. Because as soon as it cut away, they're like, there he is.
So I want to describe. So Cash earlier said this is the Walmart version. We have that at home or whatever, that whole reference. So one of my favorite moments in the history of professional wrestling is the lead up to the Royal Rumble 2000 when Mick Foley cuts the promo of Triple H and he goes, after you beat me up on Monday night, I'm not ready for the Rumble, but I know a guy who is. And he starts taking the mask off and the shirt. And then Triple H's sell. He's like, you might know the guy Cactus Jack. That whole thing's one of my favorite moments in the history of wrestling. This was we have that moment at home.
Oh,
I thought you were going to say this was just as epic.
Just as good. We have that moment at home.
Now my favorite moment.
so wait, are you currently comparing Triple H to Nick Gage then?
Yes, I currently am.
There's your slow clap, Draven. So it's like that point in mind, though, the Nick Gage thing, like in the context, seeing Jericho from behind and knowing this was about to be the Painmaker, like just knowing that he's doing this in response to a guy that legitimately went to prison for robbing a bank, has almost murdered a man, has done
Died
some,
during a match.
has almost died during a match, has done some of the craziest things ever, and Jericho's like, you know what I'm going to do to prepare? Put this little
Mascara.
black line on my face.
And a fedora.
And a fedora.
I like how Jason chimes in behind and the fedora. Don't forget the fedora.
So, yeah, like, not quite.
Hat really brings the outfit together.
I don't think it's as scary as Jericho thinks it is.
I honestly think he thinks he looks like the Crow just without the white part of the makeup on.
I think you're right.
He definitely thinks he looks badass, and he does not.
He's like, man, Sting was all wrong with the white base under this fucking look. I got the right look.
Oh, have you noticed that Jericho definitely had Botox done? Have you noticed around his eyes are like frozen now?
No.
Yeah, next time you look at Jericho, like when he used to make facial expressions, like his eyes would wrinkle. Now they don't. They stay solid. Like
Now he just got the dead eyes.
yeah, he's got the dead eyes.
I
But
got
like,
one of them.
I think that's also what made the Painmaker gimmick look weirder too. Is that the tissue around his eyes didn't move.
Yeah. That makes it a little creepier.
It makes it creepier. But well, he is 52, so
Michael Myers' mask is pretty stiff too, man. Maybe he's going for Michael Myers' face.
So next week we're going to get also Malachi Black. Or it's not next week. It's 2 weeks.
I do think it's weird they're doing that match in Jacksonville.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why.
I guess maybe they want to spread out the big shit, I guess, and give them a reason to come back to Jacksonville after like 70 straight fucking episodes.
Feel like we didn't need the goodbye Daly's Place video for it's coming right back to Daly's Place though.
I'm with you there.
Kind of thought we would have taken a little time off between.
She wrote me a John Deere letter.
So
I don't know, something about not listening or something. I wasn't paying attention.
Something about not listening. I don't know.
So we're at the main event, IWGP US. What the fuck title is it?
Somebody's moving this along so they can get their night started.
Yeah, someone wants to be drunky drunk.
Always.
So John Moxley, he loses. Goodbye. No, but
What?
what? So John Moxley versus Lance Archer. And I have one complaint about this, and you guys all know what it is.
Is it that Rick Knox sucks as a referee and just stopped counting at one point on one of their falsies?
No, that's not it.
Is it that you could see Moxley blade very blatantly and pull the blade out of his wrist tape?
Nope, that was not it. But I did notice
where
that.
Archer was bleeding from after the outside of the ring
That-
paradigm shift clearly was not where it would have busted him.
Yeah, that too.
Oh,
no.
is it because? Okay, wait. Is it because the fucking commentators didn't put over at all that he murdered a fan? Like they're not worried about the lawsuit that's about to happen?
Well, okay, that one is a good one. That's actually not it. No, it's because fucking John Moxley didn't sell the most painful thing I've seen in like years when he took a choke slam on the backs of two chairs that didn't give, and then he just fighting spirited out of it. Just like didn't give a fuck about a legit broken back.
You don't understand how Japanese workers do that.
You have no
He's
fighting
from
spirit.
Cincinnati. I know him. He's not Japanese. Cincinnati's not part of Japan.
Yeah, you don't know anything about Cincinnati spirit.
Have you taken a spot on chairs like that before?
I have not, but it doesn't matter because I know what it looks like.
I'm not fighting you. I was just asking.
I have not. I thought you were going to say it's not
You're
that
real
bad.
defensive right now.
I thought you were going to be like, it's not that bad. It doesn't matter. It looks awful.
That's not where I was going to, but it isn't that bad.
I've seen you take it. Did you?
None of the things in the ring are as bad as the emotional pain. Wait, what?
Well, did you take it on 2 or 1? I don't remember.
Well, I've done it multiple times, but I took a sidewalk slam from Necro on 2 chairs like that.
That's the one I saw was a Necro one. I can't remember if it was 2 or 1 chairs, but yeah, like I can't believe he just no-sold that.
I didn't know. I guess
I don't remember him no-selling it, but I wasn't watching enough attention to like fight this out or anything. But I might have had it laid there for a few
did have a
seconds.
note about it, Tim. You're not alone on that. That looked dangerous, and then it wasn't sold dangerous.
So not only did he not really sell it, he never even laid down from it. Like, so he got chokeslammed on it. He fell to the ground, rolled a little bit, and then went straight to sitting up in the corner. So he didn't even lay there. He was just like, no, I'm not even going to lay down for this dog. I'm going to get up and get a lariat.
maybe it popped in my head maybe why he did that. I'm not saying this is it, but they were pretty diligent about not having very many 10 counts laying down on the mat. Maybe he sold that way so it wouldn't be a count because they wanted to save and only do like 3 or 4 of those.
Well, that would be fine as long as he stayed in the corner, but instead of coming up with a big clothesline and then fighting, acting like nothing had happened to him.
Japan, man.
Japan. Cincinnati, Japan. That's our whole argument every time.
That title represents the country of Japan and the city of Cincinnati.
Again, we won the big war.
I think let's not get back into World War II. I think the whole Japan explanation is the same reason they had Archer use a fan.
Yeah.
Because Bruiser Brody.
Right? Well, that's part of his deal there too. He beat the shit out of random young boys around the ring.
Okay, but again, if say I'm commentating at Revenge Pro in Erie and I'm a commentator,
somebody's angling for a job.
So I don't, I'm just a commentator out there to call the action as I see it. I don't know that anything's been talked about or this isn't real. So when I see, let's say, old Big Bill Collier grab a random person and throw them across the room, I'm going to be like, well, that's it. We're getting sued. This whole place is getting shut down. Shouldn't be doing that, guys.
I'm just glad you finally took your shot at getting that job that we've set this whole podcast up for. That a boy.
Again, does somebody on the podcast have a connection there?
Go for your dreams. Go for it.
No, but I know a guy that can.
I know John McChesney. Let me put in a word.
Yeah. Again, that's apples to pomegranates because you're right in the sense of revenge. We would be sued and fucking done with, but you got to think as far as being an announcer. If you see it on the screen, it's probably discussed ahead of time.
But they shouldn't act like that though, right?
Shouldn't act like that. Because then when the title switches hands, they could be like, "Yep, that's that thing they talked about in the back."
Yeah, all right. Yeah, you're all right.
Dre just defeats. He's like, "Yeah, that's a good point."
Yeah,
I do that every once in a while too. I just go, "Yeah, good point." But yeah, they should have been real upset about a fan getting murdered or used as a weapon.
But yeah, I mean, other than that, I really enjoyed this. I think it's insane that Moxley could be pretty much taking it easy right now, working main events against, Cody or Omega or whoever, and just having normal wrestling matches. But instead, he's like, let's fucking make deathmatch.
Let me pull a fork out.
Yeah, I mean, that fork shit looked crazy.
The fork to the head was, that shit looked crazy. I know it's kind of a work, but kind of not. But yeah,
dude, it's 100% a work.
I mean, it's just it's a work, but it's just dangerous to even work it. There's a good chance you actually get stuck with a fork.
I was legitimately surprised. Maybe I shouldn't have been because I'm assuming this is what New Japan wants. But I was kind of surprised that Archer won.
Yeah, I was too.
Yeah,
he was with New Japan for a while.
I know that's what I mean. I thought maybe New Japan called hey, we need him to have the title.
Yeah, it's just more surprising that AEW was willing to do it on their TV and have one of their main guys lose on their TV.
Lance Archer is not part of New Japan though, and Moxley is. Moxley, you would think too. They would want him to be
weirder
title once in Japan. He's been champion since fucking a year and a half now, and he hasn't been able to get to Japan once to defend it. You would think they'd want him to defend it.
But Archer was previously with Suzuki-gun, so that means we could get Minoru Suzuki on AEW.
What's his car choice have to do with anything? He drives a Suzuki. I get it.
I will tell him you said that.
So here's what I really think the real reason of this is. I think New Japan will probably still use Moxley. They might even move him up the card and give him a heavyweight title match when he's able to come over. But I think they want to get the belt onto a Japanese person, and they didn't want to have Moxley job to Haku's kid.
Oh.
Huh. That's a good call.
Yeah.
So they're like, Lance Archer, we like him. He used to be one of our champions. He used to be under contract here. That's cool. He can have the belt again. But he's going to put over our guy because we don't give a shit about him anymore.
Plus, it'll look cool to have Haku's kid in there with Lance Archer because he's even bigger than him, and he's a monster. And he's even bigger than the monster.
That'll help his aura in Japan, yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a note about that where I need to go back and look at it again because you guys have kind of made me question this, but I thought Ming's kid, I mean, not height-wise, but just overall size, I thought he looked kind of scrawny compared to
He's
is.
lean compared to Archer, yeah, but he's much taller, like at least 4 or 5 inches taller.
Yeah, he just kind of seemed, I don't know, he gave me El Giante vibes, like just very tall, lanky. And
You're talking about me, son. I
Maybe
can't edit
he
this
can
out.
actually control his sperm because each of his kids, like Tongaloa, is built more like Hobbs.
Yeah.
And and then he has.
Well, again, all this
is built more like Rollin.
This is all a moot point though, because Vance laid it out for us. Ming can control his sperm, so you want to be lean and tall, want to be thick and chunky, you want to be beefy. All the words.
By the way, real quick, in the note, I do have, with all due respect to Ming.
You can't just say whatever you want to Ming if you say with all due respect.
Yeah, I'm taking a real risk here. I know.
So with this match being, I really like this match and what they did. So then next week, what does that mean for Jericho that I said an hour ago that we'd get there eventually for Jericho and Gage match?
Well, I mean, Gage is a whole nother level other than these guys. Gage does legit death matches, so I think it's going to be quite a bit more violent.
Right, and we said Jericho is going to be willing to do some stuff, but like how much more? Is it just going to be light tubes and that's it? We didn't see thumbtacks, I guess.
He's definitely using a pizza cutter.
It came out with the pizza cutter, so that's going to be used. It's going to be the deathmatch staples. It'll be pizza cutter. It'll be probably barbed wire bat, probably light tubes, probably whatever the fuck crazy shit Gage will take.
Do you think Jericho will legit take the pizza cutter?
I mean, if
his skin's probably already pretty paper thin.
I was going to say,
but Gage doesn't work it, right? I mean, that's pretty much the thing with Gage is he doesn't work the pizza cutter. That's what Mox said. He's like, yeah, we'll do a little twist and turn.
Fucking work, man. If we were on a national TV show and we wanted to keep our aura, we'd say that we really do front flip pile drivers.
I mean, the video is for sure when he cut him in the mouth with the pizza cutter. He for sure cut both sides of his mouth. That wasn't a work.
Pizza sauce.
Pizza sauce. There's still pizza sauce in the pizza cutter.
Inconclusive.
Now you're going to tell me that Cincinnati is in Italy. Who wants to go ratings first? Oh, wait, breakdown. Breakdown, Omega.
Okay, I'll do the breakdown of my rating. But last week was my highest ever and the highest in the history of the show. It was an 89, so I don't think anyone's coming close to that for this show.
No.
17 segments, 11 were promos, 6 were matches.
Okay, that's pretty normal.
Matches, 4 had commercial breaks, so 66%, and 2 had post-match attacks, so 33%.
That's down on
way down.
Attacks, yeah.
But the commercial shit's fucking driving me nuts. Like, you can write the format of the show around matches. You don't have to put a commercial in every goddamn match. You control that.
Yeah.
But
also,
only Cody's matches don't have commercials.
Well, the opener here, the Jericho match, didn't either.
Maybe it's just the opener always doesn't have a commercial break then.
As far as my rating, there wasn't much on this show that blew me away. I thought Jericho and Spears was solid, but nothing special. Fucking Nyla Rose being on a show loses 10 points automatically anyways. Nick Gage being there was cool. The Andrade promo was kind of a mess. Moxley and Archer was good, but outside of the finish, the choke slam on the barbed wire tables, they didn't do anything too crazy, I thought. So my rating is a 51.
Okay.
Surprisingly, I should probably go so we can book in this thing. So I didn't have a match that I really liked at all. There's a couple little things that were decent. Mine's a 28.
Holy shit! So like you would round this up to a 3 out of 10 if you were rating. Like,
yeah.
Wow. I thought I was going to be the lowest. Jesus Christ.
I thought Chris Jericho and Shawn Spears was just probably a 4 out of 10. Doc Gallows and Frankie Zara was probably a 2. Wheeler Yuta and Darby was probably a 5. Nyla Rose and Britt Baker was a 1. The Blade and Orange Cassidy is probably a 5. John Moxley and Lance Archer is probably a 3 or 4. So, yeah, about a 3.
I was with you on all of them except for Mox and Archer. I thought that was a little bit higher than that. But
yeah. And then there's some The promos definitely didn't add to it. I think they took away more than they added. So there you go.
All right, I'll go. Mine was overall a 45. And kind of the same reasons you got. Nothing really blew me away. I mean, the Nick Gage thing, like I said, it was legitimately one of the most surprising things to happen in wrestling in a while. So that, basically that and the main event were the only two things and Sting's little gimmick with Orange Cassidy. Those three things I really liked. Everything else I could have done without.
And I had a 55. So we're all, three of us are in the same kind of area. I liked the main event a lot. I didn't mind the Jericho Spears match for what it was. It was better than I expected. The Nyla I could have did without. I could have did without the Gallows and Kaz completely. I liked the Orange Cassidy and Blade match too. Extra points for Miro's Bloodsport jacket, and of course for Penta Says.
Without the Bloodsport jacket, I might have an 18. So
I want to reach through the phone and smack Jason for putting over Penta Says and Alex and all that bullshit.
I do dig, speaking of t-shirts, I do dig the Street Fighter AEW crossover.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
That's
that.
pretty cool that they're not like, I mean, the AEW is at least kind of recognizing what's popular and using it to their advantage and not just whatever was popular 5 years ago.
Here's a question to bring it full circle to talk about Punk and Daniel Bryan again. Do you think they get the rights to their songs? Daniel Bryan getting Final Countdown back and Punk getting
Cult personality?
Yeah,
I would definitely mark out for the Final Countdown.
Yeah.
I hope he gets AFI. I would, because Punk could do it easily if he Ring of Honor music, the dun 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 dun.
I just think that has too long of a build for TV wrestling. Like it's like a minute 50 before it comes out.
Well, it could be edited. Just give a little bit of that and then go right into the whatever. Because that was, in my opinion, one of the coolest entrances in the Indies at the time.
Yeah.
Does do you know if like or if WWE, do you know like the length of the time they bought the rights to Cult of Personality? Was it?
Well, when you do that, it's not like you don't own the song; you just own the rights to use it on your media and shit. So that doesn't stop AEW from also being able to get the rights.
Oh, okay. Like I thought WWE had like exclusive rights to using it on a wrestling product.
No, I'm sure they could get a deal like that, but I doubt it's ever been done. They may try and do it going forward, but
yeah, because they wouldn't have done it then because there's no other wrestling program who would have been able to afford the rights to use it in the first place. So
right.
I mean, as much as I love the AFI song and the entrance, I would rather they go with the Call to Personality because that will get an insane pop.
Yeah, Pop could getting his WWE music on AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll be.
Yeah, that's true. That the fact that because a lot of people will hear the AFI music and be like, oh, they couldn't get that.
Then again, the song Brian used in WWE is just a remixed version of a public domain song. They could get Flight of the Valkyries or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, they could definitely use that. I don't know. I'm interested to see what they do with those guys.
Here's a problem I found. So the crowd chanting Daniel Bryan, real easy to chant. Try the other name.
Brian Danielson.
Yeah, it's real hard.
American Dragon.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. American Dragon.
Let's go Dragon. There you go.
Let's go Dragon. Your fucking head off, whatever it was.
Yeah, Samoa Joe's gonna fucking kill you was a chant at one point.
I wonder if they can legally block like the yes taunt and shit because that's kind of intellectual property of WWE, I think.
Ooh, it is.
Then again, yeah, it probably is.
I don't know how that works.
The crowd from chanting it though.
Right, they can't stop the crowd, but Daniel Bryan, they can fucking sue him if he does it.
Right.
How's he not going to do it? If you've got like 20,000 people doing the yes thing and you're standing in the ring just ignoring it. Like,
he just puts up one arm.
Yeah.
Maybe he does the no, and that makes them all do the yes.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I don't know. Yeah, it's tricky, man. I don't know.
It's gonna
So
be weird.
when are they in Chicago?
The week before so September like 3rd, 5th, and the pay-per-view that Saturday. So it's like Wednesday, Friday, Saturday.
The pay-per-views in Chicago?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah.
Like,
That's why I said the other day, I would just announce the fuckers ahead of time and put the match on the card for the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Because how many more buys would fucking... Dude, ticket prices have already gone up 118% just because of the rumors.
I would buy the pay-per-view, and I haven't bought a pay-per-view in a decade.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Think of the numbers that they would do that are WWE fans that have never even tried AEW who would if Punk and Bryan were working each other.
Yeah. You think Punk will be rusty? I mean, when's the last time that dude's worked?
Royal Rumble 2014.
Wow. Yeah.
Unless you keep filming for that heels show. I don't know what the fuck he did there.
Yeah. So it's like, well, I guess Christian wasn't too rusty, and he hadn't wrestled him forever. So
Punk's probably in better cardio shape now than he ever was during his career. MMA is fucking...
Yeah. And our business is. So with that, we will bid you farewell.
Big facts.
And I will see 2 of you for drinking tomorrow.
And we're going to go do that right now, too. So.
Right now.
All right. Well, pregame until I get there. Omega, you're welcome to come down always.
Well, you send me my flight info. I'll be there.
Oh, it's your car, and it's Interstate 77.
There you go.
I'll have to look into that.
It's first class, dog. You can choose the music.
Oh, shit.
Your seat reclines.
I know a place with a good hotel, or at least with a hotel.
The price is right. That's what matters.
Yeah.
Bob Barker's going to be there?
Come on down.
Oh,
Yeah.
again, we're back to that.
All right. See you, boys.
Later.
Love you too.